Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching the PUBG Mobile Club Open Fall Split 2020, the Wildcard Region, where we are still going on with our semi-final stages. And well, yesterday we saw teams from Group B and Group C perform really well, and few of the highlighted teams definitely were Team Black, Zeus, and so on. But today we have the matches coming in from teams from Group A and B. But before the show starts, allow me to introduce my co-caster, co-host, and my co-analyst, that is Ocean. So, all right, so we cannot say you the gist of what happened before that, but I'm certain there is something with that pew pew thingy.
Yeah, watch my Coco, exactly. That's what he said. But still, coming for today and today's games and everything, I mean, I would want to see groups A and B, because yesterday when we started, it was the other groups. I mean, obviously it was B and C, and they did amazing. But now everything's kind of leveled up, but kind of not leveled up. It's 8 games for each and every team. So now it's kind of a fresh start, but you don't have to make the mistakes that you made in the first 8 ones.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, the first round robin, like it was explained, has been done already.
Yeah.
So the first time Group A and Group B went against each other, that was that one differentiating map was Vikendi. Today we have Miramar for them, and well, we have to see what these teams have been offering to play around, and how they are going to execute their strats. And we have seen a lot of intense games. But before that, let's take a look at the prize pool and see how the prize pool distribution is done.
So first position gets $2,600, after $1,600, and then $1,100. I mean, see, this is out there, but then 4 to 16 also gets 1,100, and then 17 to 32 gets 600. That means out of these 24 teams that are playing, some of them are going to be getting 600 plus. They are not going to the next round. That's also one thing, because after that, it's just 15 teams that will be moving forward alongside this prize pool as well. So prize and pride both go hand in hand in these tournaments.
Absolutely. And with that also, you know, you have avenues opening up in the future in the bigger tournaments to come as well. So right now, we did see what's on the line, right? But we also have to see how do you get those points, how do you earn those, and we'll take a look at the points distribution table as well. So, well, the winner gets 20. It's pretty standard. We've been following this pattern since a long time. It's about to be changed, but that'll happen in PMPL. The second position gets 14 points, the third gets 10, and so on, reduces up till 11 to 16, where you just get that 1 point. And the highlighted factor is that for every single kill, you earn 1 point.
When I started with PMCO India, I used to say this is the last time we are seeing this one. Then I came to PMCO Pakistan. I said once again, this is the last time we are seeing this one. But all right, I assure you, each and everyone, this is the last time we are seeing this point system, because after this, the point system will be revised and a new one will be out there. And yesterday we were discussing about it, right? 13 to 16. If you get at that position, you get no points, and that kind of changes quite a lot of perspectives for the teams to just get down, get some kills, and maybe just not be at that position or something. So those things will be important. We'll have to see what happens in those situations. But right now, we are stuck with a 20-point system, and 20-pointer means first position gets you 20 alongside good kills like the ones that teams actually had yesterday. I mean, those numbers were impressive. Some amazing numbers just shattered in the first and the second game. And that was just amazing. Like, that shows the momentum that was building up. And probably some teams would like to carry forward it from yesterday to today.
Absolutely. You know, yesterday, if you remember the game, in the last game of Erangel, those moments, members of Team Black, you know, sitting inside that.
Please laugh again.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I do not want new meme contents for Ocean, but jokes apart and everything apart. Today, we have a team from Hell Esports playing. We've got a few big names, and you can also tell that Team 8-Bit is playing. Now let's talk about Team 8-Bit. So this is a team that started off with the group stage in a very good fashion, and somewhere down the line they've been fizzling out. It's this synergy which I believe is kind of lacking. But before that, we will be continuing our discussion. But let's take a look at the groups.
Yeah, for the groups, we have to start with the names from Hell Esports, just like you said.
Yeah.
And then 8-Bit, yes, NPJ, and WatchmyGP.
Yeah, absolutely. WatchmyGP, NPJ. These are the two teams that I have to watch out for, because NPJ, despite an amazing performance during the group stages, kind of have shown a lackluster outing. And WatchmyGP, they've been on the mediocre sides, not too good or not too shabby. But right now, if you talk about Group B, we have Black Team, Seal Esports, Extra Esports, and also we do have Team High.
So these teams, they had decent gameplay in yesterday's. I mean, the first game, Team Black, they had the zone for themselves. But then there's another Team Black that's from Mongolia. They kind of struggled yesterday. S.Cloud had a good, decent last game or something. If you talk about For Your Quest, also in Battalion 5. first game, not so good. But then moving on to a group that will be resting today, but resting means that they'll have enough pressure to cope up with when they come back tomorrow. It's going to be ZeusEsports, FromHeaven, Beer, and Cosmonauts. And Cosmonaut Sandhu is not the Sandhu that we were talking about.
Yes, that has been
You got the same
confirmed.
message, right?
Yep, I did, and I did. So, moving
That was a
on.
weird wink.
Moving on, we also have VelociRaptors who played so well yesterday in the last final games, and almost we saw Wale clutching them out, and it was a very good moment, and I really thought he could have done that, but it's okay. We still know this lad is capable of a lot more.
I just realized one thing. I mean, looking at the camera and everything, I actually blend with the background, like with the clothes that I'm wearing. That's a coincidence. That's good. I have a better dressing sense. What are you wearing? Right. You well, let's just move forward with the games and with the stuffs right now. So, moving on, starting. So, yesterday we saw Weekendy, right?
Yeah.
What do you think is going to be changing with Miramar? I mean, that's going to be one of my prime questions because you have casted these teams on Miramar. So do you think Miramar brings out much more versatility with the game as compared to Weekendy, or like it's less and DMR action? Where do you stand with those things?
Ocean, I have casted one day with you, and we saw how unpredictable the game.
That was terrible.
Yeah. So
Not the games, the casting. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And we saw how unpredictable, in fact, Ocean was with his lame jokes. But apart from that, if you talk about Miramar per se, so we have new teams today. I want to see which are the teams that are going to take the tippity top, are going to have the king of the hill position, are going to play things around. But lately we have been witnessing a pattern, in fact, in Miramar.
Yeah.
It's somewhere going around Power Grid and that side-ish, or else it's going down towards Chumasera region.
Plus around, if you remember, we were casting PMCO Pakistan as well, and the Lost Leonis-ish circle, where if you get the higher area on that area, you kind of win the game or something.
Absolutely.
So some things like that might happen in this one, like Miramar, the circle's going to be on the third game or something if we talk about it. But what are your thoughts for the first Erangel with the water zones?
I want to see a water zone. I mean, until it's fixed, why not? We can have another water circle. We can watch all these players, taking those jet skis. That would be a different fight. Imagine all the players trying to explode each other's, water boats and.
Maybe it's not there to be fixed. Maybe it's the new meta circles out there. Because last time, if you're talking about the circles, you all remember what used to happen in last PMWL scenarios as they were military-based circles, some standard military circles in which if the circles half on the mid island, half on the lower island, it will go to the lower island. But right now, it shifts onto the water side. So maybe it's kind of the meta that's changing with the circles. That the circle still tries to be unpredictable with the water areas, and there are some times where it might just, why not? The circle's like, I'm just going home, and it just goes to a water area.
Yeah, it can be. But, one thing that I really do not want to see is, again, another southern circle. So, right now, before heading into the first map, let's take a look at the schedule and see how the matches are going to be panned out today.
So it's going to be Erangel, Sanhok, and Miramar that we were talking about, and then Erangel again for the groups A and B. So I know, ladies and boys and girls, you'll be out there just, chanting and cheering for your favorite teams. I mean, virtually chanting and virtually cheering, because that's the meta right now with us as well in the studios. So we'll have to see what happens in these situations with Erangel, Sanhok, Miramar, and Erangel, and A and B when they are going to be, I would say, fighting against each other. For their first positions, for the positions like Team 8-bit, as we were talking about it yesterday, they are on 14 positions, have to get up. So I'm much more excited to see what happens.
Yeah, absolutely. And now let's not delay any further and just head right into the Nordic maps of Erangel. And we'll see how things are going to pan out over here as the flight path trajectory is heading from Quarry towards Nova Ipnoi. Quite a southernish flight path, I must say. But, I would really love to see the circle going all the way up north. Even Severny circle is something that I would love to cast.
See, it might be a northern circle, depending on the fact, because previously with the previous metas, what used to happen is if flight paths on the southern side, the circle might just shift to the northern side. We'll have to see what happens right now, but I would like to see one player that I can see on the top of the plane. That's going to be Godless. Where does he land and how does he play? Because I've heard a lot about him from you, but I would actually want to see what happens with the other situations and how it just comes up in the scenarios. But for now, if we can see Hypes, just have a look. So many teams just going to Georgia Pool all by themselves.
And Team Hype, I believe they love those Gatka areas, but Team 8-bit, they have changed their drop locations. And earlier, Team 8-bit used to kind of go to its hospital compound sometimes, but this time they've changed things. Maybe this really might work out because they do start off well. And in fact, throughout the day, if they have 4 matches, they kind of mess up in 3 matches, and then 1 match they get a good performance. Might be a chicken dinner or a second, third position, and there you go, the circle going all the way up north. So this also has been kind of a pattern that the
Yeah.
flight path trajectory going from one line, and then you have the circle going up ahead. So the school area, like Ocean believes, is gonna be the epicenter, and whoa,
Oh
that's
my
a
God, that's a start. That's a start if you're talking about it. I mean, Sneaks, we have seen them performing incredible yesterday as well. I mean, they were in the top 10 damage dealers, top 10 kill leaders if you're talking about it yesterday by the end of the stream. So Black's players, and already getting the first. The first confirmation. It just shows one thing, that the team's ready to dominate.
Yeah, absolutely. The way Team Black has started off right now, and well, Team Steel has lost out on yet another player. So they lost out on Wale, who's apparently their best player, and also lost out on Ankle. And this is what happens when you try to compete for different drop locations, go in for those vehicles, and someone else just gets it before you.
So I have a question for you, and
Yeah.
I would love you to, if you explain that question in a good way. Like, think about it, all right? You were
Do you
talking
want me
that
to explain the question in a good way?
the answer.
Okay.
Just listen.
Yeah.
Understand. So what I want to ask you is, you said Team 8-bit, they are dropping on a newer drop location. Do
Yeah.
you think it's because of the new strategies or the new map that they are taking this
maybe.
chance? Because see, new map also gives you a lot of variations to play with. So
Yes.
what do you think is
I
actually?
think it's completely about the new map, or maybe with what their lineup really deems fit. Because if you talk about this particular lineup, right, it was earlier Team Gravity, and you hardcasted them last time around
Yeah.
in the PMCO. So maybe they are trying to blend into their own comfort zone, because having 2 or 3 new players right before a tournament, you need to synergize where you're comfortable at, where things are working around for you. So they are taking their own happy time figuring that out, and as long as they qualify into the finals, I have nothing to say about it, because and in the finals, when you go in, obviously it'll be a clean slate over there. You can work from ground zero again. But till then, you can fix your mistakes. But if you keep on, with your bad performances, maybe you might just go beneath those top 15, and it might be an exit.
That actually is a very good explanation. That's what I wanted from you. Full marks to you for that. But right now, 40 seconds. And 40 seconds means that after that, the first circle is going to be, close again, going to be starting soon. So that's one important thing that the teams will have to see through for what happens in these situations. I mean, see, these players are fighting 400 meters outside the circle. Not much of a difference. Plus, the circle is going to be taking its sweet time to just get into the Miltas area. So fights can go on for a while, but if a team feels like they'll lose 1 or 2 players since the circle's coming, plus much more circles damage or something, it might be a bigger problem to just, get out of there
Yeah.
in that haywire situation.
Absolutely. And right now, this is a fight that we have seen time and again. And yesterday, if you remember, Battalion 5 was just
Oh.
wiped out before they even could realize those few mistakes were made. And today, they are looking to change things around. But no, Azura has managed to spot down Cobras over there. And this is BlackTeamMongolia. So now, again, they are playing with 3 of their players. So this is their speciality kind of a thing. And Shante will be taking down Ryzen. So it's even trade-off. But Ryzen's kill has already been confirmed over here.
Another one just spotted out there. Anik, he's going for the jump shot. Spots another one. Has 3 bullets, 3 bullets, 3 bullets. Will it be enough? I mean, is going on a reload. Switches to the gun. M16 in his hands, going for those burst shots right now. But that won't be enough. But still has a good cover out there. So I think 2 versus 1. This can be a good fight for Battalion 5. Cobra's out there. But Shandy and Jerry spotting one more player. Can just take him down. And yes, he can. I mean, look at that. Yes, there he goes. One more person going down. Black Team Mongolia gets eliminated on just an instance.
Yeah, and that's kind of
This was a game-changing moment. See, I know your teammates are in a bit of a trouble. You don't
Yeah.
go through the open areas. Even if you're going just try smoke something or just go for a different rotation. I mean, that I would say this was a fast-paced decision that they just took.
yeah, that they took. And well, sometimes it works out, sometimes it does not. You've got to make those plays. You've got to try everything that you can. And well, there are situations the players are still new to the competitive scenario. With every single mistake, they will be learning. They have to be going back to their drawing boards and figure out what they did wrong. But here we see some wheatish lay of the land, and it's kind of different. And I'm starting to wonder if you kind of start proning in, will you be visible or not? But right now we have the players of S.Cloud marching in on towards the players of Nepal Esports.
Yeah, the fights are starting slowly and steadily soon. We'll have to see what Nikesh actually does. Has a bison in his hands, but those 53 bullets, I mean, can they do justice? Enough justice. As Toxic also has Uzi, UMP, sorry, and UMP actually got a big buff in this update. We'll have to see how that buff just comes up in these situations. Mondo's also out there, but Toxic, what's he gonna do? In these situations, I mean, S.Cloud, we have seen them do good gameplays again, and there it is. Toxic goes down. Mondo is out there. Nurzaid's grenade did a lot of good things, but Nikesh is on the backfires. He will not be able to save his teammate. That just falls down, gets turned into a grenade, and Nurzaid goes into a grenadier's tag. But now it's his turn. A good grenade, but that is totally undercooked. But is it on the right side? I mean, one player's going up. Will it gonna be enough? Nope, it is not. But Nikesh finishes one, and Spider bites the dust in this one.
Yeah, absolutely. And right now, Nikesh actually utilizing the Bison to his own advantage. And with the way he's engaging, he's constantly changing position, taking shots. But Mondo, you can see, he took down Akash. And now that's bad news for Nepal Esports. Sarkar and Nikesh, two of the players just alive. And well, they also have to prioritize reviving their own teammate. But Akash is way too much in the open. And it's going to be a very tough task trying to revive him up. And there you go, the smoke's coming in. We'll have to see how S.Cloud goes after this. But, you know, this team has really got some good momentum after those good games that S.Cloud played. And they're looking to redeem themselves. But Team Black and Team 8-Bit, whoa, this might be an interesting fight.
And also that too in Water City. I mean, the first circle is closing in slowly and steadily, but the teams are already ready and right next to each other. Water City area, alongside this new update, it has done a lot of changes as players' movements are slow in the water areas. But Black Action goes for a drop shot, will not be able to do it because there was two players. There were two players out there, and that just differentiates everything. Look at Omega's health. He's just lying on one slither of HP if it's out there, but Sneak's down. Sneak's coming up. Sabo is down. Octa spots one. No, Sneaks takes another one. Akshat is out here. Will it be enough time for him? Sneaks goes down as well. Backup needs to arrive ASAP. Heli is coming up, but Heli, how long will it take? Omega has spotted him already. I bet Omega knows from the TPP angle that there's going to be one player, and Heli is doing good with the grenade. But Sabo, once Sabo gets that revive, I guess Sabo will be ready for a fight.
Yeah, absolutely. And Team 8-Bit fending off that attack against Team Black over there. And, well, we have another fight going on, which was just previously that we got to witness. And Kai and Mondo, these guys are trying to surround the players of Nepal Esports. And let's see how this entire fight goes on and about. And Mondo does have a good angle. Nikesh was way too much in the open. But, oh, Nikesh with that retaliation fire taking down the players. That is Kai over here. And meanwhile, 8-Bits, Omega has been taken down by action. And now Sibo is gonna peek out. And did pre-fire with his Uzi, did connect. And it all comes down to Heli. And Heli gets spotted. He gets finished up. And finally, Team 8-Bit are off to a very good start.
They did amazing in this one, but look at this. S.Cloud's Nurzaid. He has to take proper TPP right now because he knows Kai is down. Spider is also down, like he is finished. He is deleted from the server right now, but Mondo and Nurzaid are the two players that have to have everything on their shoulders. Otherwise, in less than 45 seconds, this next circle is going to be coming in, and circle actually has a good area. I mean, Schools and Rozok's side area is the epicenter of the circle, just like we were discussing beforehand. Let's see what happens if there's a hardship or something. But right now, Nurzaid once again trying to spot the players, but nope, that Uzi is not doing enough justice in these situations. I mean, I want to see what Nikesh is up to because he has a good area right now. He can do a lot of damage. Just jumps. He can jump out, and yes, he just actually jumped down right now. Nikesh from one side is doing good, but Nurzaid, he has to take fight with two players. Come what may, he does not have to do something, but they are going for a good thing. Left and right, two areas are where they are surrounding this one player. Nurzaid has one on the right, one on the left. He might not survive this one.
Yeah, he might not survive, but this fight is certainly looking to be going towards being a stalemate over here with neither of the players making those initial movements. And Nikesh, obviously, slowly but surely trying to make something happen. But Nurzaid, he is not even moving an inch. He's not even flinching over there. And, well, Nikesh did somehow spot down Nurzaid, takes him down. And it comes down to this 1v2 situation. And, well, Mondo, we can just conclude that it was kind of a late rotation coming in. He should have come a bit out early. Still the second circle, you can play outside. But there you go. Nurzaid bites the dust, has been shown his way to the lobby.
I mean, it's now on to Mondo. S.Cloud is really is really actually struggling in this one, in this situations. But Mondo, look at it. Look at one thing. All right, his health is also going down. Does not have any boosters. Will be taking his health just to 75 HP, 75% only. Nothing more than that. He's just waiting. He's waiting for either Nikesh to just go forward or Sarkar, and then yes, exactly. Once they'll sit in a vehicle, he'll be spotting them and hitting them from the back ends. And now he's starting. Is he doing it? Yes, he takes down one. Nikesh stops out there, but Mondo's health, Mondo's HP is pretty low, and that's where he gets time to apply bandages. But no, I think he has to go for a first hit, and just rush in, because that will be a potential squad wipe. I mean, he lose something, he wins something, and that's a winning situation. If he goes for it, he'll be getting a buggy as well to move forward. Two players, but Spot was no, that won't be enough, and that it is. Nikesh becomes an MVP in this fight.
Yeah, absolutely. 3 kills out of the 4. He's been phenomenal, and he's done that before as well. And well, this is a team, NPJ. So this was one team that got back-to-back chickens in the group stages, but in the semi-finals, I do not have any idea what went wrong with them, and they've been having terrible games. And this is a team that has got a lot of potential, but they're looking completely haywire. And well, we have a player called Susupoki. I think he's a substitute today.
Poke's out here. We'll have to see what actually Poke does in these situations. Because, see, a new player means probably strategies might just see and see. If you have a trust on your new player, it's good. If you don't, then yeah, quite some things might just differ. Look at this. All right. Can we have the map on our screens? Can we actually have the map on the screens? The airdrop number 2 has grows, that's something. But look at the difference the map's just creating in this situation. The map just went to the total north or something.
I mean, this time I was really surprised because we usually see the curveballs after maybe the 4th circle or something. It just went all the way up north. And imagine, Ocean, if it, after the 5th circle comes in, if it goes down to its resort.
Exactly.
That might just be, a heartbreaker for all these players. And, well, something that we all really would appreciate and love is that circle forming just on the western side of those bridges in Yasnaya, because it gets so much element inside the game. But players of Team Extra, well, they are spraying down a couple of bullets onto the players of WatchmyGP. And Casper over there, he did manage to escape.
Casper managed to escape, but not the other team. I mean, Godless's squad is here. Thompson is trying to spot the players if he can. Godless is still inside the vehicle area. I mean, he's still inside the US. Thompson's just out there. The team just went forward with the other players. But all right, so this is something Mara and the squad is trying to smoke and cover their vehicle. All right, that's a good one. I mean, you have to keep your vehicle safe just for the sake of the moment if you have to. And Leo is bringing that vehicle, but the circle. Once again, like it threw a big curveball. That means the fast side is out there where Nikesh's squad is going to be moving on. They are moving from the faster side, so they'll have to be on the toes at every moment. But imagine if the circle goes for a sudden shift. That would mean just one thing, that water area is still going to be a vulnerable area for the rotation.
Absolutely. The water areas definitely, like you mentioned out, that's going to be of absolute essence as to how these teams are going to play around it. But Godless, well, the God himself is using a bolt action with an 8x scope, has a suppressor on his Car 98. So I'm really excited to see what this guy has to offer today. He's been impressing us time and again, but has faced a little bit of a dip lately. And last time they played, it was not clearly their day. So today they will be looking to redeem themselves. But Ego from Dynamic Gaming will get a knock onto its Noodles from Team Fair. Gets the finish.
And Noodles have been finished in this situation. We'll have to see what happens with the forward stances of the players. See, still, 13 teams are out here, 42 players surviving. That's a good number. I mean, 3 times the number of teams. But oh my God, that was a bad thing. That was a bad vehicle. Trends that just went down, but still, Ego still missing some shots in this situation. But Mr. Alex just goes down and gets finished from here. Esports on the other side. But look at this, it's the lone survivor. The lone person that's surviving, but for how long? I mean, if someone spots this vehicle and just tries to blast it, he goes down.
Yeah, absolutely. He goes down. But Team Fair, oh my goodness, this hurts. I mean, Ocean, we have to raise this. I've picked this point up like multiple amount of times. Having 3 players in your squad right now.
Yeah.
I mean, these are PMCOs. These are big tournaments, and these are official tournaments. And when you already have a roster of 6 players or 5 players, and not being able to get in 4 players, that's a shame honestly, these players need to understand, because one more extra player can change the game, and we've seen that happen on multiple occasions. And this might just be the differentiating factor between your team going into the going into the finals or being eliminated from over here. So I do not know what these teams are intending, but I certainly love how the circle is shaping out.
I mean, just have a look at the circle. It's still unpredictable. I mean, see, if you're at the center like Team Extra, you will feel a bit of comfort in these situations, but still the unpredictability just comes out there. And Quest's Iron Man will have to see something in the situations, as he needs a revival and he needs it bad. But Seals Qadr is the lone man surviving. Let's see what happens with this guy as well. But Extra, they have a good area. They have a compound of 2-2 each for themselves, quite in the center of the zone. But still, some situations might just take him down. And NPJ's Nans goes down. Pokey goes down. Smoko is doing wonders.
Yeah, absolutely. But well, he is just spraying down onto his players of Battalion 5. Now the fights are gonna be very, very intense, because we have 40 players surviving in this small circle, and the fourth circle started closing in. And Sanchez will be taking down Cortez. Faker also taken down by Kader, and Kader, my oh my, he does have a Groza on himself. And well, Wall is not there, so Seal has to be very, very careful today with all the fights that they take. We have the players of Team Quest, and they are peppering down a few bullets over there, already losing out on Faker and Zeno. It all comes down to Ironsman and his teammate. But for Team Fear, their woes are not yet over. They've just got that one player alive. They have to get inside the circle. They also have to deal with the team that's on the edge. And well, this looks really troublesome.
This actually looks really troublesome. I mean, it's quite bad in these situations. But look at this, Iron Man has no kills, has a Bison, and has to take 3 players down with him if he can. But he is inside the circle. The other team's outside the circle. A good grenade might just end it. A good grenade might just end it. Ego's coming up forward. Iron Man needs to switch to the gun. Switches to the gun. Spots one. Tries to take him down. But on the other side, takes him down. But look at his health. No, he also goes down as Heckler actually takes him down. That was so close.
Yeah, absolutely. And there you go, Iron Man now being taken. The nades coming in from Wiz will be going in for the confirmation. And there you go, Iron Man almost on the verge of dying. But Kangsky will be taking down the players of NPJ, and Casper from WatchmyGP. He's picked up Susupoki over there. And well, a lot of fights happening here and there. It's all chaotic. It's absolute pandemonium that's happening. And well, the fights, this is just the beginning of it.
Yeah, this is just the beginning of it right now. We'll have to see how the situations just pan out. Look at this. Casper has an SKS, but those 10 bullets, will they be able to do every justice that he wants? Nope. From the other side, he is spotted. 1 HP, goes outside the circle and gets taken down by Hypexis as well. But NPJ Wax takes that kill. Oh my god, that's a steal, and that's a steal for a win in this situation, as the first kill for the team of NPJ just comes up from stealing. But on the other side, we'll have to see what happens. Right now, as the other team is right in front of them, is out there, but Wax has to spot someone else to get more kills. Let's see how they just come up. But the grass is really helping them right now. Look at this. It's a bit of a taller grass, and a taller grass is helping them, just stay prone in the situation.
I mean, yes, of course. But I would have loved to see those small, short grasses over here, have the players being spot out. But, well, the players are happy that they've got those long grasses over there. But Turtle will be taking down Smoke over here. Team Hype also in the fray. They are trying to get a few knocks here and there. Gets another knock onto its Gangsky, but Godless, how do you stop this man knocking down Onik? And Thompson will definitely get the confirmation over there. Team Extra, you have that compound, and Rich manages to spot out Wiz, who was snaking in the grass. But alright, so Wiz has been eliminated over there. Turtle also getting a knock onto its Hazy, and the Killfit's just dancing over there.
Killfit's actually dancing in the weird ways, but Dynamic gets eliminated as we were talking about it. But on the other side, Quest, he also goes down. As for you, Quest bites the dust. 9 teams, 21 players surviving, and the vehicles are on the verge of getting exploded out or something in the situation that a Smoker goes down as well. Hype excess, he is raining terror, hellfire, anything and everything in the situation, but now Hype is kind of caught up in the situation, and Zone still has water. ZeusEsports gets eliminated, and the water area, I mean, imagine if you are on the bridge or on the underside of the bridge, you can still survive. If you're a solo survivor, staying on the underside of the bridge will be giving you No kills, but but some points, right?
Yeah, absolutely, and you certainly do need those important points. And if you are not able to get those kills, if you are just the last member surviving from your squad, go for the position points and make sure you're in the top three, and then you can do whatever you want to do. But if you get some good opportunity, just capitalize on it. If you remember, Wale, he just pulled off a whole squad yesterday, and that was proper timing. That was sheer brilliance. And Sanche having managed to take down Shante over there, and well, Battalion 5 also takes an exit, and we just had 12 teams alive before this. Now we just are down to 7. 40 players were alive, now we're just down to 18. So a major chunk of the lobby has been wiped out over here.
Time, my friend, is so relative. It just wipes out teams one by one, seconds by seconds. We're talking about it, but 8-bit Akshat. All right, you cannot forget 8-bit. That's just raining terror on each and every area. WatchmyGP gets eliminated on the 7th position. So now we'll have to see other players' gameplays, as we have 5 teams, and NPG also gets eliminated on 6th. 15 players. 5 teams. Look at this. All right, NE, they are still surviving and surviving for good right now. And hell, all right, we were talking about this team, and Godless, always been a fan, always seen his gameplays, and now let's see how the gameplays just come up, as he has spotted some players. He knows if there's a bunch of vehicles, there's a bunch of players, there's a bunch of kills. He just needs to get them.
And he does have a Car 98, and that too with a suppressor, so that's certainly gonna help him out over here in this situation. But when you get into the 6th circle, Car 98 kind of falters down, but the circle are really favoring the players of Team Extra, and there you go. Godless has his attention. He knows which fight to prioritize. He knows this compound is going to be of absolute essence, and Sibo making his move there, being spotted down by Turtle, and well, Turtle does not really care. He's more bothered on getting his own team inside the circle rather than taking down someone else, and that's a good way to approach the game. And Mara, he's been spotted, but Venom, oh my goodness, not even a single shot connecting.
As of now, nothing was connected, but Sanchi is also trying to spot the players. But now Team Hellfire has to move inside the circle. Many of the teams have to move inside the circle. If not inside the circle, then the edge of the circle is going to be important. When Hypex just goes down, Mara is trying to spot the players. If again Mara can, and look at this, Molotovs just coming up to stop the areas from where teams might be just coming up. As inside the circle, if you molly, the player will be just going in, and the molly is going to be striking him first. As compared to anything, 8-bit is kind of caught in an area, but that is going to be a bad area for them as well. And Nikesh takes down Thompson in the situations right now. Thompson, he'll bleed out to death, as there's no point of revival for him right now. And Leo's out there as well. Thompson will be biting the dust in no time, but that gives much more time for other teams to come up. But if the circle's not on extra side, the next one, if it's not on extra side, they will have to get on in the open. That means they'll be vulnerable. But look at this, Team 8-bit. Team 8-bit is in a lot of trouble. Their players are going down.
Yeah, after one after the other, and there you go, Team Extra. They are being so proficient in defending their home grounds over here. They are holding on to the lines, and well, Team from Hell, Godless, and Sanchi are the 2 players surviving from this particular squad. And well, he does not really want to give up. Has given up on the idea of taking control over the house, but still nothing's gone really south for Team from Hell over here. They still have a few squads to deal with, and he's just trying to spot out players. And there you go, spots out Sibo, and does dish out some damage. It was a body shot over there, but still Sibo somehow gets knocked from elsewhere, and Godless now with his M4 peppering down the bullets over there, but still not really able to get those confirmations.
Now this is where Team 8-bit gets vulnerable. Look at this, they are in the open. If they have to get up away from the circle, as the circle is not favoring them, they might just go down. XG Amara goes down as well. Hype Venom is doing something amazing, but 8-bit Omega takes on Nepal Esports. But what happened? Godless goes down. From Hell Esports gets eliminated. 3 teams surviving. Extras players are out there, but Mara needs to revive. 10 players in all of this situation. 8-bit, Hype, which team is going to be going for their first chicken dinner for today? We'll have to see that. But for now, my God, the survival status is right out there. Every team has single-digit number of kills, but they might want to move to a double-digit with those 20 points. That's important. Extra Esports, 8-bit, and Team Hype.
Yeah, absolutely. And look at Team 8-bit. They are looking so promising. And even the circle has somehow really favored Team Extra over here. And still, Extra is going to definitely hold on to it. And well, now we'll have to see if Team 8-bit and Team Hype push in at the same time together. And before that, they managed to find one knock at least on the players of Team Extra. Then they might have an easy route getting inside the circle. But if they fail to do that, then it's gonna be Team Extra that clinches the victory from over here, provided they make no mistake.
It's quite important. See, making no mistake in this situation is really important as teams are trying to go for the good kills. If they can go for it, as you can see, they are 10 players alive and still 3 teams surviving. But all on this situation, 8-bit is doing amazing, trying to do amazing. But Omega vibes the dust in the situation. What Exes goes down by a blast of his own vehicle. That was something unfortunate. And 8-bit, they lost one gem, but the other one is also on the verge of being loose. As you can see, the clock is ticking in this situation. And still, we have 3 teams. We have single-digit players right now. But what's gonna happen? It's still a different scenario for Hype, as Turtle surviving. But for how long can he survive? How long can he go for that heal battle? Will it be third or will it be second for Hype Turtle? I mean, just have a look at this. He's outside, way outside the circle. But Extra's Leo, oh my god, he was almost on the verge of getting taken down.
Yeah, absolutely, and it all comes down to its last player who's in for that heal battle, and Turtle. Well, how many first aids does he have? I think he's finally out of it. He's going in for that desperate knock, has managed to get that knock, will try to confirm that kill and get that extra point, but still the fact remains same. Extra Esports have gotten themselves the winner chicken dinner.
He actually got that point. The final bullet just hit him and then he goes down, but still, Hype comes on to the second position and Team Extra gets that winner chicken dinner. Mongolian team just coming up and just, taking everything, the competition in their hands, and the competition went there in a good way. I mean, see, they had the zone all the time, be it the house, be it outside the house. They just knew the areas, and that just means a lot for them.
Yeah, absolutely. Because what we really anticipated is somewhere around those bridge areas that could have brought a lot of other possibilities, but it's fine. But look at the MVP, 1257 damage. I mean, that's ludicrous out here. 5 kills, 25 minutes of survival time, 7.37 kilometers of distance travel. So Team Hype, Team 8-bit, Team Extra, whatever they made mistakes in the past, they have certainly rectified it, and those good position points are definitely a proof of that.
I just love the way, Turtle did. I mean, the final kill, I would say that was the one that made him
Yes.
MVP.
Yes.
Plus the heal battle, that is the one that made him MVP. I mean, he's outside the circle. He knows where his opponents are. He knows how to, counter-attack them.
Yeah.
He knows what to do. See, if he was taking one down, knocking someone and finishing someone is a different story. He finished him on as well.
Yeah, absolutely, and that really earned in those extra points. And now let's take a look at the top 5 players, the ones who are going to be joining Turtle in the list. And we have Akshat, and he's been phenomenal today, getting into action right off the bat and eliminating the likes of Team Black, and that's huge for Team 8-bit. And managed to get 5 kills, 848 damage. Following him will be Nikesh, the one fight that we saw just on the southern side of farm, and he was doing so well. And Omega will also be following, but Cortex, you can never rule out this lad. This time around, he started off a bit slow, just 3 kills and 436 damage.
I mean, be it No Chance Godless, be it FromHeaven Godless, he is out there every time. It just shows one thing, but 8-bit Akshat coming up, Nikesh coming up, and Nikesh is just that MVP moment when he was outside the circle, taking fight with S.Cloud's players, and then reviving his own player, then taking a fight, and then finishing him as well. Because he kind of used the second player as a bait in that situation, the one that had less health. So that was a good decision.
Yeah, absolutely. That really worked out in his favor, and he managed to get that squad wipe. And questions will obviously be raised on why Mondo did not make those quick rotations, but that's for a later time. Now let's take a look at the map summary, and let's see how the numbers have fared off. And well, I'm disappointed with the smokes and grenades. It has been cool.
It will be. See, not right now, but maybe probably soon it will be increasing. The last airdrop was looted by Extra's players as they were right next to the airdrop to take that level 3 helmet and vest. In those situations, grenade kills were 4, total headshots were 10. That's good, but see, knocks and kills, 54 kills coming up, and then 62 knocks were taken down. So that's a good number if it comes to the fights.
Yeah, absolutely. We did not see how any vehicular manslaughter, however, but there's this thing about grenade kills, if you knock someone down with a grenade and finish him with your AR, then that does not count.
No.
But you have to make sure that you finish him with a grenade.
Final boom should be there.
Final kill should be with a grenade, so that's where the numbers count. And we've seen a lot of grenade knocks, but right now, let's take a look at the standings of this first map of Erangel and see how the teams have fared.
So far, Extra Esports 7 kills in their hands. I mean, they could have had 8 kills or something, but then obviously the player was outside the circle. They were trying. But Hype gets the 8th kill for themselves, 14 points for themselves, and then 22 in total. 8-Bit gets 9 kills, so 7, 8, 9. That's a good number for the first 3 teams. Then FromHeaven comes up with 6 kills. So that's, once again, even distribution of kills. Everyone gets something for themselves.
Yeah, absolutely. And like we mentioned, those 1 points were so crucial over there. And Team Hype this time coming around the second position with 22 points, and 8-Bit, they did also put their hearts in to the battle. And from Nepal Esports, this time around, it's still a decent game. I wouldn't really say that it was the worst, but NPJ really have stepped up. Huge comments to them, and we was looking at them on the bottom last every single time. This time a 7th position is really good. But few disappointments over here. We've got ZeusEsports being eliminated quite early. Then we have Team Black and for you Quest as well.
So with this, I would want to see, where the overalls just take us. Because yesterday, Seal had a really good run, just like you were talking. S.Cloud had a decent run. For you, Quest has had a decent run, but with this, ups and downs have started. Because see, 50% of the games were ending yesterday. They did end yesterday, sorry. But then now it's like the 9th game for a few teams. So where does it take them? Because by the end of today, it's going to be 12 games for Group A and B. And then tomorrow, it's going to be Group A and C. And then it's going to be different things and all those things. But with the overalls, some new storylines might be just coming up. A team coming up with the chicken dinner might be in the top 8. They might not be in the top 8 yet. They might be just, away from the kill numbers or something. It just might be it.
Yeah, absolutely. Ocean, I've got to ask you one thing. So, top 15 teams are qualifying.
Yeah.
So, to be really safe, what rank do you think you should be there? Like in the top 10s or in the top 12 to be on the safest side?
I would say the first chart is the safest side, but that also depends on the points and all. As we'll be looking at the leaderboards, and then we can actually head on to this discussion with the leaderboards right in front of us for right now for the time Z, because the points matter. 133, 132, 131, 130. That's where the points will just come up. Just think about it. From Esports,
Look at the games.
Seal Esports, ZeusEsports, Black X team. So this comes up with one thing. ZeusEsports has had 8 games, right? So when they'll be playing, they have an assurity that they can climb back to the first position or something. But right now, from Esports, still 0 chicken dinners and getting at the top. That's a big responsibility that they're just holding up.
Yeah, absolutely. And look at the number of kills, 66. And the one team that's really close to them is Team Zeus. And they've been playing so good. So Team 8-Bit really takes a rise over here. But they have to get into the first page. They were in the first page, but were kind of pushed down towards the second page.
So this is what I was saying. See, top 4 teams had 130 points, then it was 100 and something, right? So this is where it comes. If VelociRaptors also gets a chicken or something when they'll be playing, they can be in the top 5 or something. Like, the points are not at that much of difference. So a safer side just becomes the top table if you have to think that you're comfortable on the final day, because other teams are also climbing up.
Yeah, absolutely. And now these are the teams that are in the red zone, so as to say, because well, if they do not really step up, then things are definitely going to be going south, and this might just be the exit. And talking about teams that are going to struggle, definitely Team NPJ, BlackTeamMongolia, Dynamic Gaming. They had also played very decent in one of those games. They got pretty close to getting that chicken dinner, but could not really secure it. But like we mentioned, CenterLink, Esport, Fear, well, these are a few names that we know have played well in the past and have good potential, but are certainly not living up to it.
That's totally true. I mean, with the teams, with the names, I mean, I would love to see what happens in the second game or something.
Yeah, of course. Talking about the second game, we will be heading out for a short little break, and on the other side, we will have all the action coming in from Sanhok for you guys. welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching the PUBG Mobile Club Open Fall Split 2020, the Wildcard Region semi-final stages. And well, we saw the first game in which we saw some amazing performance out there from all the teams. Team Extra getting the chicken dinner. But now we are heading into the map that we really call unpredictable, and we have the unpredictable teams playing in it. So it's Sanhok.
Exactly. His name is Fixers. My name is Oshima. That's how I introduce someone. But well, talking about the games right now, if we're talking about it, Sanhok is going to be a fast-paced game, right?
Yeah.
So with the fast-paced thing, just comes up one thing as well. We were talking about it yesterday. It does not matter if you're on the circle, not inside the circle, you won't die by the circle, but what happens with the fights, that's going to be an interesting take on.
Yeah, absolutely. All those third parties, all those players that are going to be snaking around. Let's just head into the map and see for ourselves and see which is the one team that is definitely going to be getting the chicken dinner in this one around. So, well, the flight path is heading from Hartin to its Camp Charlie. It does not really matter from where the trajectory really goes. You can traverse around anywhere you really want. But the circle is something that I would love to see. Yesterday, what circle we called was kind of tending to go around south. Today, I would like to see something happening around the northeastern areas.
Yeah, yesterday we got that Painan, southern side of Painan-ish circle. But
which we predicted.
Yeah, that was a good one. But still, we'll have to see what happens in this situation as the teams are landing. And the circle will be forming anytime soon. See, the right-hand side is completely empty. Camp Bravo, Lakavi, Kampong side is completely empty. Imagine if the teams have to, rotate to that side. That's going to be a bit of a trouble for the players. And right now, all right, so it's kind of a northern one. Not much of a northern one, but still it is out there. That means boot camp and the backside of boot camp to Paradise Resort. That's quite the center of the circle.
According to you, Ocean, what do you think? Where is the final circle going to head out? Because I feel this might be somewhere around Bhan. I know it's just a gut.
Probably it might be out there. I mean, you're saying Bhan, so you're saying it's going to be going to the right side. I think it's somewhere to the downside of Paradise. And bootcamp-ish area, like the proper epicenter-ish
or maybe just
scenario.
in Paradise. We've seen a lot of Paradise circles, those western areas of Paradise, or we would love to see those bridge fights coming into action. I mean,
fights might happen. Fights might happen. Even though not in the final circle, it might happen for the star only. As some player like you see, WatchmyGP, they are on the one side of the bridge, and then there are other teams on the other side. So if they're just moving, they might just go for a fight or something.
Yeah, absolutely, they can do that. But talking about drop location clashes, we have the players of Team Extra going against Team Nepal Esports. Well, there was another team yesterday also, but they did manage to escape out from the situation. But now Team Extra and Team Nepal will be taking their own sweet time looting. But CenterLink Esports kind of really doing what Orange Rock really loves to do, looting in splits and having control over those hills at this, the western side of the island. But right now, well, the players of Nepal Esports, they've got to be very careful. And last time around, it was Nikesh that saved them. But this time, they have to be extra careful because right in front of them is actually Team Extra, who's got a chicken dinner in the last game.
Yeah, so they would like to carry off with that momentum that they had. But Nikesh was in top 5 damage dealers as well, top 5 fraggers as well. So Nikesh might be just out here saving the day. But see, you cannot save the day back and back and back. And that's one of the important things if we have to talk about it. But right now, we'll have to see what happens in the situations as Extras players are moving in. Rich is moving on one side and then Benahan as well on the other side as well, as he is getting 3 first hit by first hit. I mean, he is getting a lottery out here. But in 2 minutes and 55 seconds is when the circle is going to be traversing. And that's one of the most important things. Leo is moving forward as well in the situation. But Mara is a bit away from his players and they are trying to take a northern upper hand or something, but I don't think so. It's like a good one. See, they don't want a part of the fight right now, right by the get-go. They don't want to be in any sort of situations that might just lead them to danger, so they are going back. But going back in the open, I think if one player goes down, he will be instantly finished off. But see, NE will have to see them first, and that's quite a bit of a challenge. But coming back to our area, that's the major area, boot camp.
Yeah.
I mean, Quest is on the backside, but Battalion 5.
We've seen a lot of kerfuffles, a lot of fights being taken in bootcamp region, and I'm surprised really teams dropping off at those 3 warehouses and a whole squad. I mean, they do not get enough loot, and the entire squad in the bootcamp, they kind of rotate around all the rotations. But how do you think right now Team Quest has to approach the certain fight? Because they need those initial knocks onto it, at least 2 players. Even if you knock 1 player and you're trying to push from the trenches, someone or the other is definitely gonna take you down.
I would say someone like Faker or Lord must go to the right-hand side or something. Like one player flanks and he creates a diversion where the other three players just try to rush in by knocking a player off Battalion 5. That's one way of entering this area. By the way, do you know about the rumors of a Sanhok 2.0 where there will be a total revamped boot camp or something?
You are you talking about? Yeah, that I've heard, and also the trains coming in, the
Oh.
PC updates. So we are well aware of that.
I mean,
And
I
that
would
be
love to
really
see something like boot camp because the new boot camp, as
yeah.
in those rumors, is really different. There are two middle buildings, two center buildings in the new boot camp, and there are going to be 4 corners where you can play around. So 4 different corners means a player can have 4 different areas to play with. So I would say those are going to be some good ones. But Quest Faker goes down as Watch My Gameplay. Sengi comes up from behind. I mean, we are talking that Quest has to get into the central location, but no. Now Shante is trying to take one player down. Sengi might just go down. No, he does not. That was so close.
Yeah, absolutely. And well, let's see how things are gonna shape out over here. And Battalion 5 getting those initial quick knocks, but this is where you should not really overextend because we've got another team that's WatchmyGP in the nearby fray. And now Team Quest has to be very careful with every single decision that they make because Sengi, by the looks of it, is definitely willing to commit in this particular fight. And if Team Quest do not check their backlines, they might be in a bit of a trouble. But no, Sengi has kind of backed off, and Kasper and Shweta are actually providing him cover fire over there. So he's got nothing much to worry about. But the woes of Team Quest still goes on because they somehow need to figure out how to get in a good position inside the circle, how to get good loot first. Because 4 players, just 3 warehouse. I mean, what are you going to do with it?
Yeah, that's really true. 4 players, 3 warehouses. Plus, the warehouses get open once you just, go outside the warehouses areas. It's going to be a big one. So we'll have to see what happens in those situations. But Toxic NP is trying to spot the players from Extra's side, the team that got a chicken dinner. And Toxic wants to end their reign right now as soon as he can. As look at him, the focus that he's just moving with right now. NPJ's Water gets one knock on himself as well. But NPJ was a team that is kind of struggling in the overall right now. But Rich is out there in the open, might just go down. No, he does not, but there's another one, and he goes down. Menahan goes down by Sarkar, but Nikesh is trying to spot another one. I mean, Leo's in the water area.
Yeah.
If he just comes up, and if they're looking at that direction, they might get another one, and this time it will be a proper confirmation.
Yeah, absolutely. And both these teams, they drop off at 13, but one of them really decided to make that rotation earlier, and that was Team Nepal Esports. Now they've got Team Extra with their pants down and did get those one knock over there. But that's not going to be enough. The revive is already on Leo. He was just spotted while he was trying to get up, but none of the shots really kind of connected onto it.
Yeah, another future solutions is something that they have to find right next year. Rich goes down again. Oh my god, Nikesh this time just doing his best that he does, knocking out the players. But Extra, Leo's moving forward. That's a good call, but they need to revive Rich, and I guess the revivals is coming in on the, really soon. Mara's moving forward as well. Like, they're trying to hold the other side of the bridge as they're like right now. NE thinks that they are at a good spot, but wait for it when NE has to get away to cross this river or something just to get for a good fight. But Nikesh is trying to spot the back ends if they are empty, and if they can go for a longer rotation. I mean, it will be really time consuming, but it will be worth it if it happens. We'll have to see what happens when XTR just tries to cross the bridge once again. But Black Action gets the kill of Black Manta.
So it's basically Team Black going after Team Black Mongolia. And, Shante. So it will be taking out Sengi. We'll finish him off. And, things are looking really bad over there. So watch my GP this time around. They've got 3 players. I mean, kind of makes me angry right now.
That was a weird noise. Well, WMG Casper's out here. They lost 1 player, still with 2 players is what they are doing right now. Shweta is going to be out there as well. I mean, sneaking in these areas. It's important that you have to do it just so that you can, spot your enemies in the best ways, and you can take them down in the best, even better ways or something. I don't know. But still, have a look at one thing. This team, Watch My Gameplay, is quite at the center of the zone. So do you think like staying here is a good idea? I mean, the circle will be going down or something, and they just have to move in. But 2 players, see, 2 players is something that changes their game.
Yeah, absolutely. 2 players in Sanhok at such an early stage. that's gonna be tough, but it's still doable. We have seen clutches, we have seen even single players clutch things to victory, and well, Team 8-bit. So they did go off into a good start, and they are looking good right now. But what really is of the going to be of the essence is that they hold on to this kind of plays. They hold on to these position points that they're getting. Even if they do not get the chicken dinner, at least try to position yourselves in the top 5 with say like 4 5 kills. That's enough. That's enough to make sure that you qualify into the next round. But if you fail to do so, if you kind of mess up the remainder 3 games, which Team 8-bit has done a lot in the past, then that's gonna hurt.
So this is an AWM that's out here. The second drop brings up an AWM. And the circle shifts to the right. I mean, the circle just did a really good shift, and I would say it's going to be worth it with the game as we are talking about it. So AWM in Sanhok, do you think it's usable? See, in the final stages, when the circle is really small and all those things, AWM will not be as much as in the use, but still in the earlier stages, like second circle, third circle, maybe just third to fourth-ish circle, you can quite use this gun, right?
Yeah, you absolutely can, but
Quite use this gun.
yeah,
In the second, third, fourth-ish
you know,
circle.
I'm not just a big fan of the AWM. You will prefer MK14 any day
Ah, yeah,
over
that's true.
any other, drop weapons. That's so broken. That's so OP. One shot and it just deafens your ears, and you don't hear the remainder of the same click. Well, Team Hype, they've got in a sub this time around. Toughnot is here, and he's already started firing bullets and has taken down a few players. And so Team Hype, they're doing good. They're doing good. They started off the day on a good note, but they have to climb their way up onto the top half of the table, because this is one of those teams that we know that has the potential to really perform very well in the finals. And if the way they were performing up until today, that was kind of a dismal performance, to be honest. And we expect way too much from this squad, and they've got a lot of potential right now. The players of CenterLink. Oh. But there you go, Cobra to take down Unsolved. Shandy taking that second knock, but Shandy will find himself traded off over there as the fight goes on.
You're talking about Snake, but Cobra was coming out there. But look at this, Gangster is also in really less of a situation right now. And Smoko, what is Smoko doing? Needs to push forward. See, they can easily sandwich the whole team. Look at the mini-map, the players. But, oh, Gangster goes down. It's just one player surviving. Smoko can actually take them, but no, he's not going for it. Now one player has been taken down. That's going to be easy. And Gangster also will be taken down slowly and steadily. Battalion 5 is looking really good. There is the 4th kill, and that's the number 4 on the mark for this team. But Smoko is still surviving. Why? I mean, see, he could have done a backstab for the team.
Yeah, absolutely. Those lack in convictions of the players kind of really tend to lead around to those bad performances. Maybe he knew that even if he could have just gone for 1 or 2 kills, he would have got finished off. And being finished on 16th position, that's gonna hurt. But well, Battalion 5, the hunters have become the hunted over there, and the players of 8-bit are getting the better out of them.
8-bit Octus, look at this. All right, 8-bit was in top 3 in the last game, but this time they just want top. They don't want the 3 out there. They want to be on the top, and that's an important thing for Team 8-bit for now, because if it's not this one, then Miramar surely will it be. We'll have to see what happens with those situations. Tatmok's area is quite empty. We're talking about the zone. The northern side of the circle is quite empty for the players, for the teams to rotate. If they have to go for it, I'm talking about the Team NE for their rotation. But well, right now, 8-bit Octus is doing amazing, and it goes down. Their Cobra is also down, so 8-bit is doing wonders in this one, as Jerry is going to be someone who will be needing assistance, as he's quite far behind, has to take some shots, but is probably not sure. But once again, Smoko from CenterLink is still surviving in these situations. I mean, he's the last player who's out here, but a good grenade from Octus will surely be taking someone out in these situations. From Team Gravity to 8-bit, this guy has done wonderful, wonderful, and wonderful. Let's see how he just continues that. Akshat finishes 1. Octus will be going on to finish the second one, but Jerry still is far behind from the team.
Yeah, absolutely. As Octus is leading the charge, going on to its Onyx, but well, let's see. Smoke. Oh, is he aware of his presence? Because that's a different squad altogether. And Smoko did dodge that fight, but he's not gonna get away from Team 8-bit. And Akshat will throw that grenade. Did the maximum chunk of damage, but completely outplayed over there.
Okay. CenterLink Esports gets eliminated, becomes the first team to be eliminated, and that was a good one. Now let's see what 8-Bit does as they have 4 kills for themselves, but this is the last man surviving from Battalion 5. Jerry is going to be the person. They got 3 from Battalion 5, 1 from CenterLink. That's a good one, but now this player, what's he going to do? I mean, obviously survive, but how is the question. Like, this is a jungle, and a jungle always calls for the survival of the fittest.
Yeah, of course. In the rainforest, Ocean, to be honest, we just don't have snakes over here. We have different species of animals.
No, we have friends for them in real life.
Wow, there you go, there you go. That pretty much explains it all.
Yeah, your voice also. Well, Jerry's out here, and look at this, what's going to happen, because he's the final person surviving. But 30 seconds, 29,
Yeah.
28, I mean, won't be saying timer at all, but third circle. And the circle's going on the downward side of Paradise Resort to the side of the boot camp that we were talking about, so we'll have to see what happens as circle from Query's side is going to be falling up. And Query is a very delicate area to play around, because see, if you're on the downside of the Query, the down ridge of Query, you have a slower walk, plus all the eyes are on you.
Yeah, of course, all the eyes are on you, and well, in situations like this, I kind of like where the players of Team Seal are present, because they can make a better approach. Even Team Hell if they want to, but still, Nepal Esports is right on their tails, and like we had anticipated, somewhere going around Bhan, but more on the Quarry side. But Quarry Circle will certainly be more interesting, to be honest. And Dynamic Gaming, they are also in a good position. But I really do not want to see these teams committing for the Quarry and, in fact, going inside that dip. Because if they go in there, it's easier to go in there, but it's way too difficult to come out alive.
Look at this. Water is... he's somewhere. Well, we'll have to see what happens in these situations. I still remember there was a game against Nova God, like in PMWL or something, in which one player was on the upper side. I mean, BTR's Ryzen was also having a lot of first hits. That one was Weekendy, but then one was Sanhok as well, in which he was again doing a heal battle or something. That was some area like this in which he just climbed upwards and stayed there. I mean, see, these are good, these are new, these are amazing tactics that the players actually go for. And Jerry, all right. So Jerry is in the center of the circle. That will not have to worry about 1 or 2 circles, but we'll have to see from where can he take his team from 15th position to where can he take his team as of now, as he has 0 kills, the team has 4 kills. Even if we get a good placement point, supposedly if we get in top 5, those 4 kills will be making quite a lot of difference in the numbers. But well, slowly and steadily, 17-minute marker is what we are touching, and with that, the new circle soon.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm really waiting for the circle, and I wanted to throw a curveball. Imagine it goes all the way up north, east, and all these teams that have made it to the center and the southern areas have to quickly rotate, and that's where all the fights are going to start off. But Jerry from Battalion 5 has survived for quite some time, and that's still going to be a question: how long is he gonna make it? But okay, so the circle, the moment of truth has finally come, and the circle, going into its barn. Pretty much Ocean's aura coming right in through me, and I'm hitting those right spots.
Well, let's see what happens in the future situations right now once you're hitting the right spots. I don't know what does that mean. 40 seconds on the clock.
Kinky, Ocean.
40 seconds on the clock with the fourth circle just coming up slowly and steadily, and 18-minute marker is what we are touching, but Godless, yeah. So we saw this play in the previous game, like the team had 6 kills, this guy had 50% contribution with 3. We'll have to see what happens right now as the team has 0 kills and 50% contribution, 100%, that's still 0 kills. So we'll have to see what happens when the number increases. But now 8-Bit, again, doing good stuff. 8-Bit Omega was out there on the kill feed, and he was on the left side. That means he's the one who was killing and being a kill machine out in the situations. Octus has 2 kills for himself, but we'll have to see what happens. Sibo was out there as well. Faker is trying to spot the players again on his side. But right now, Evil Lord is trying to do something, and that is he's just trying to go for the kills if he can. Evil Lord has spotted a few players, but how can he survive? Jerry takes down one meanwhile, and Black Team gets eliminated. Battalion 5's Jerry Did he just do all on his own?
Yes, certainly he did, but Octus, he'll get that confirmation onto it sooner. But Omega, well, Team 8-Bit, they are looking to change things around. They have turned the critics in their favor, and well, with the way they have started off this Sanhok, they certainly are looking promising, and I would love to see them get that chicken dinner. 6 kills already for this team. This team might just be a good competition with the likes of Team From Hell and Team Black and Team Zeus. So, well, Team NPJ, they've also stepped up. That's a good thing. And very well, this lad does not really want to stop taking down another player of Team Black Mongolia. Ryzen this time being on the receiving end.
I can't believe I want to see what Jerry is doing right now. The guy's surviving solo, and yet he managed to wipe out a squad somehow. That's insane the way the guy is doing stuff. I mean, where is B5 Jerry? Oh my god, but Fear hates. Have a look at this. Alright, so this team has 3 kills, but they need more, and they have a team right in front of them for that thing, and we'll have to see what happens. But S.Cloud Stargo goes down. In the meanwhile, onto the rotations is where S.Cloud is being caught off as they are outside the circle right now. But Team Hype is in a bit of trouble as the Black Team Mongolia was out there. Hype Gurkha White is also trying to spot the players from the other side, and they are trying to do something if they can go for it. Hype Turtle is on one side as well. Tough Nut as well on Turtle side, Venom and Gurkha on the other side, but Tough Nut, how tough can he be? Like, his shell will be open as the circle's coming up from the behind.
Yeah, absolutely. And, well, Tough Nut did manage to get that one kill over there, but, oh, finally, you know, Jerry's been brought down by the players of Team Extra, and down goes Team Battalion 5. But Team Seal, well, getting the bear out of Nikesh over there, knocking him down. But there you go, another curveball being thrown, and well, Team Fear. This time they have a good chance on getting that chicken. But if they kind of mess up, that's on them, because you cannot expect a better circle from what they really have right now.
And that's totally true, but then we'll have to see how the situations actually just work out. And Black Team Mongolia got eliminated. Well, Hype is looking decent, looking good, but is trying to look even better right now. So that's going to be something how it just comes up. But though they still have a look at this. Hell Godless. Oh my god, once again, Godless is trying to spot the players, still has 0 kills, is playing edge to the edge area. And the circle's going away from Bhan. So that just means the players will have to be in the open. See, if the circle was in the Bhan area, they'll still have a lot of cover, but right now the covers are less in numbers as they are out in there in the open. But Spider is outside the circle, and NPJ's water right next to him, but he will have to do something. I mean, his first hit will be noticeable. If he pops up a first hit, it has to be now. Kai on the other side as well. NPJ is trying to struggle, but they are struggling right next to S.Cloud, which is outside the circle as well. Water has to get inside the circle, showing your back to your opponent. It's a big, not a good move, and yes, a big mistake coming up right here as Spider. Still, he's taking a lot of damage, but does not care as he is getting kills.
Yeah, and Team NPJ, they are in a whole world of trouble. All their players are getting shots from different directions, and Wax and Susupoki. Well, Susupoki is knocked down as well, and it all comes down to Wax. Is he going in for the revive? But Spider, he is struggling over there, going in for those bandage heals, but for how long can he manage to do that, as the 6 circle is gonna take after that, and it kind of gets impossible. And there you go, he's being taken over there, but Wax still continuing those shots, hammering them down onto the players of Team Hype. But Venom, he's taken from elsewhere by the players of Team Extra, and Binoan, oh my goodness, he did overextend, and Wax will obviously go down, but he will take Turtle and Binoan down with him before he gets eliminated.
Single digit was the distance between the meters if you're talking about it, but still it happened out here. 7 teams surviving, 18 players. Hype, this time it might be their time from second to first position. Hell, from Hell wants to go from any other position to the first. I mean, they are already the first, but they need 1 chicken dinner. But 8-bit player outside the circle. Akshat is surviving, still trying to go for it. They don't want an elimination right now. But on the other side, Extra's Benahan goes down. I mean, Team Extra Esports, they are still surviving, looking for another chicken dinner, but will it happen? That's a question.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll have to see if it really happens over there. But Team Hype, well, they are sitting right on the edge, and they are, dishing out a lot of damage. But Leo, Team Extra, they are playing on a next whole different level. And this one grenade can change things around and can secure him all those kills. And another grenade has been lobbed in, and Rich getting those knocks again. And whoa, there you go, Leo with that slam dunk, taking down 2. And the third one will be going down towards Mara's nades. But it comes down to the top 6 players. Cosmonaut, he is really damaged. He needs to heal up, but he's way too much in the open. He's gotten himself into cover, but he's got to do more than that. And well, Venom and Cosmonaut both in the same position. Rich, he's been knocked down, he's been finished off. Still Team Extra having the blessings of the high ground advantage over here. And suddenly we are just down to the top 5 teams, where we just have 9 players alive.
Oh my god, single digit is what it's come to, but Sanchi, can he make it? Can he make it? Jumps, but was not the jump. I mean, he got caught with a bullet. The final bullet comes up, that means 1 kill, but hype. This time, these 2 lads have to do everything. Venom and Toughnut. Venom has been an amazing player throughout the journey of Team Hype, but for how long can they just go for it? There's Leo on the upper side, but what's going to happen when the circle's not going to be on them? Seal ankle, right one with the wall. But he has to stay there. I mean, the team of Fear, they'll have to jump down, and that might be a game-changing moment, as he might get 1 kill if not anything.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, Ankle taking the chip core movement way too seriously over there. This time around, clinching on to those walls.
Bad one.
But yes. And now the players of Team Fear, they are going in ahead. And Ankle, all he'll have to do is just heal himself up and maybe try to get inside the circle. But that's a long shot. And well, there you go. Ankle going in for the heal battle. This match totally going in the favor of Team Fear.
This is one thing that I would say. Players know that they can move and heal at the same time. They can do that. I mean, you'll be going close to the circle if anything, but players don't do that. Right now, Extra Esports gets eliminated. We have 2 teams right now, and one of them is going to be Fear, and I guess Fear is going to be winning this one with double-digit kills, and they just need to spot 1 that's outside the circle, and there it is. That is it. Fear, they just win this one. Team Fear doing amazing, impressive stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Team Fear finally getting over their fears and packing that chicken dinner. And well, it was long overdue. And finally, the moment is here. And we did see the overall standings. They were way too much in the bottom half. And this chicken dinner, with this much amount of kills, is definitely gonna rock them into the second phase at least.
And they'll be loving it no matter what happens, because they got a good number for themselves, they got good amount for themselves, and that just pays off for the team. So yeah, it kind of feels really good, but then we'll have to see what happens in the further stages for the games as well, because Sanhok was a fast-paced one, then comes Miramar in the next one. That's going to be extremely slow paced. That's going to be something, but first of all, I want to see who the MVP becomes in this situation. And alright.
It's Mr. Alex from Team Fear, getting 6 kills, 477 damage. Does not matter if you have low damage. Those 6 points were really crucial for your team. And with the circle taking those shifts, and when it really came on towards the players of Team Fear, this was their game to lose. If they could have just thrown this game away, then it would have been a different story. They just played everything into perfection. They executed all the strats. They just held on. And while the teams were struggling from the circle, they got kills after kills up to a point where they finally got the chicken dinner.
Plus, one more good thing was that, you know, they were getting kills no matter what. Like one player just jumping Sanchi, and they just got the final HP. And all the 4 players surviving is also a good game-changing moment. I mean, if you have just one player, you might still be struggling to find the Seal's player. You might not know where he is, and it might just create a lot of difference. So all 4 players surviving means you can just go in without any fears, and that's what Team Fear did.
Absolutely. And like we're talking about Team Seal, well, this time around, Ankle was there to get them into the top 2 position. But now let's take a look at the top 5 players that are going to be joining Mr. Alex over there in the kill leaderboards of this particular map. We do have Leo from Team Extra, followed by Casper, then Evil Lord, and Octus as well.
Yeah, I mean, but the damage strats, if you're talking, it's maximum is 609. Last time we saw it was like over 1,000 or something, but it's 609 for Casper, 529 out there coming up for Evil Lord. So it's quite decent, but then all the other players had 400-ish in the margins. So I would say yeah, it was not a kill-hungry game, but still it was there.
Yeah, it was certainly over there. But with the way this map was, right? It was constantly, throwing curveballs after curveballs after the third circle. For one moment, we thought it might just go to Quarry. So all the teams rotated down south, then it went up towards Ban.
I don't
then
know.
again, it made that curveball going towards the western side.
Yeah, and I don't know why I feel like smokes and nades will be in a lot less number. It will be having a look at the match summary for that one, because I don't know. I did not see much of them being used in the situations. And yes, 95. That's a very small number as compared to the other ones.
I've seen, to be honest, Ocean, I've seen as low as 45 in this region, and the players are not really a fan of using all these smokes and grenades. Maybe with as the meta changes in future, we might get to see a lot of smokes and grenades. But yeah, in Sanhok we don't get much of those. But talking about knocks, we have 57, out of which 53 were converted, 3 grenade kills, pretty decent, and 3 airdrops looted. That's massive. In Sanhok you see so many airdrops being looted. Well, you need to have enough guts over there going after that airdrop, because you're kind of oblivious. You're going after the drop and suddenly you take it, you're a happy man, you're just going away, and then you just get boom, whammed.
So this thing actually in the final circles, it just mostly comes up with one thing. That's you get a free cover, plus you get level 3 stuff as well. Like in the final circles, you use airdrop for 2 stuff.
Plus, if you're lucky, you can see Ocean coming out from it, and
that was my vlog.
Yeah, and there you go. But right now, let's take a look at the map standings and see how things fared off in Sanhok. And Team Fear getting that chicken dinner, 11 kills and 31 points. And Extra Esports, my oh my, these lads are really bringing the heat over here. After those dismal performances initially, they have recovered so well.
I mean, they've recovered good if I have to talk about it. Look at this, Esports, they are doing decent. Extra Esports, we talked about them. I mean, the team is doing amazing in the first game, the second game, and something for Esports. They have a chicken dinner for their name, 11-10, and then, Esports had less number of kills. That's something that differentiates them. But Battalion 5, look at that. 6 kills, 1 placement point.
So that was the other way around.
That was Jerry.
Yeah, that was just Jerry. We can say it was Battalion 5's Jerry, 6 kills, getting those 7 points. But yes, Battalion 5, this time around during the semi-finals, they are looking really, really good. And talking about few disappointments, of course, has to be Black Team again getting eliminated so early.
I mean, I have to say for this thing, what are they doing wrong? I mean, they are also at the bottom of the overall leaderboards. We'll be talking about the overall leaderboards because, see, 1 match, it's okay. 2 match, it's okay. But if you are at the bottom area, you might need to change everything for the coming matches because 50% of the matches happened yesterday. Is the other 50%. If you had, like, a bad gameplays, you might need to go for the good ones this time. I mean, you should not be carrying that momentum in this ones.
Yeah, absolutely. Teams like CenterLink Esports, they have always been in the trouble right from the start of the tournament. And we will take a look at the kill leaders. We'll get to this conversation just in a bit of a moment. But right now, let's see which are the players. And there you go, no surprises here. Wale and Zjol, the stars of yesterday.
The stars of yesterday just coming up out here as well. But then there's one player that's right next to them that might be topping the table by the end of the day. It's going to be Akshat, 21 kills for himself. Godless, 20 for himself as well. And then Action comes up with 20 for himself. But look at the damage stats as 4,800 was out there for Godless. He might just get past 5,000.
Since the last 2 days, Ocean, Godless has not really been in his own element. I've not really seen him going all guns blazing like he usually does, taking down squads 1v4. But as we move on, Sanchir definitely has stepped up when Godless kind of gets knocked or finished earlier. And that's the best part about Team FromHeaven. Every single player is equally as good as the other. But following them up will be Killer from Team Black. Then you also have White, the whole squad in fact. Kubne will also be following from Team Seal, and finishing the list off will be Casper from WatchmyGP. So he's definitely a surprise package that we will have to look out for.
Yeah, we will definitely have to look out for that guy when he just comes on the field, and it's even if it's weekend, if it's Miramar, just blazing.
Low-key performance.
Yeah, going for low-key performance, but still it does not the team's getting some points from that, and that kind of matters. Even if you're doing 2 kills, 4 kills, team is getting those points, and sometimes when I see overall standing something, those 2 or 4 points make a lot of difference.
Yeah, absolutely. And, being low-key, it really helps you sometimes. Let's take a look at, the leaderboards right now. But continuing our conversation, talk about Team Galaxy versus Cells. That team was so much low-key in the performance that they won the PMPL and nobody saw them coming. And, taking a look at the leaderboards, look at them. Seal Esports have managed to take the top position from our team from Hell Esports.
This is where FromHeaven Esports understands that yes, they at least need a chicken dinner, right, to survive in these areas. I mean, they are surviving good. Even if something happens, they will be qualifying or something. But still, a chicken dinner always looks good. A crown always looks good on themselves. That's one thing they need to understand. But 149, 142, 132, 131, 117. Still, Bear Esports, they will be in a heck of a trouble. See, if some team from the other side, from 9 to 16 or something, just comes up with a chicken dinner, it might just replace Bear Esports altogether.
Yeah, absolutely. But one thing for sure, Team Black, they've played 10 games, so they are up above. But Team Zeus is definitely gonna come in and they're gonna go hard tomorrow. So, if we take a look at the second page of the standings, we have WatchmyGP really stepping up, Battalion 5 going down. Team 8-Bit really being consistent, maintaining that position, but they certainly have to try to make it into the top 8. And Extra Esports, yes, they are making that rise, they are making that bounce in, and with back-to-back performance, and if they are consistent throughout the day, I won't be surprised to see them in the top 7 or 8.
That's totally true. Now let's see what happens on this area, which we call the danger zone, right?
Yeah.
BlackTeamMongolia, CenterLink, NPG, they are struggling as of now as well, 26, 32, 34 respectively for them. So they will have to come forward. See, because GoodBoys and Requiem have 8 games, but 17 to 24. The teams are playing still. They have 10 games. Like, they are still at this area. Imagine if they won't be playing, they will be going further down. I mean, there's nothing down than 24, but still, it's like you don't have to be there. Yeah.
It's basically goodbye. But with that, we will be heading out for a short little break, and on the other side, we have the action coming in from Miramar for you guys. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching the PUBG Mobile Club Open Fall Split 2020, the Wildcard Region. And well, we are done with two matches today. And teams from Group A and Group B, they are playing amazingly well, and especially Team Extra Esports. But right now, we will have the match of Miramar going to start off pretty soon. And I would really love to see how these teams are going to be playing in Miramar.
Exactly, and I don't know what that laughter was for the starters, but well, for now, if we are moving forward, Miramar, a
Yeah.
slow-paced game flow where Sanhok just, Sanhok leaves you in one dimension, Miramar just, sticks you in the other one. That's kind of a thing. Imagine playing fast in Miramar. That cannot happen by any means. I mean, you want to play fast, but you will not be finding players adequately.
Yeah, absolutely. And let's just head into the map and see what the deserty lands hold for all these players. And talking about the flight path trajectory, we have it going from Torre Amuda all the way down to its Puerto Paraiso. So it's kind of a eastern tilted flight path. And imagine the circle going all the way to the western side. It's been a long time since we got a El Pozo circle. We have seen a lot of crater fields. We've seen a lot of Chumaceras lately. Even Los Leones, we got to witness a bit of that. But yes, El Pozo, because it's been a long time since we casted. Because in El Pozo, you have those certain buildings that are so high that if you take a cover of it, it's barely impossible for the enemy to even get to you if you just hold on to those compounds really well.
Yeah, that's really true the way you are actually saying it. But still, I would like to ask you with the situations as of now, what's happening in the flight path. So, what do you think is going to be a good strategy right now? Players coming from Sanhok to just going for this Miramar's map. What do you think should be their adequate strategy with which they should go to a good play or something?
I think this time around, I guess, drop off at Power Grid or maybe Chumacera or Monte Nuevo and make that early rotation, take that high ground and almost around the center of the circle and just hold on to it. Watch all the teams coming from down below and take them down. Easy peasy. And there you go. The circle has been formed. It looks Picardo-ish circle initially, but I'm pretty sure it might just go north or it might just end somewhere in those hills of Chumacera.
Probably imagine the left side of Picaro or something like that will be a good
Yeah,
circle.
just beside Power Grid.
Yeah, beside Power Grid. That will be a good circle to see. And no one's in Chumasera right now. I mean, Team Extra might just try to go for that area. No one's in Montenuevo right now. So that's quite a bit of a shocker. But Fear, all right, they are in a good area. The team that actually won the previous one, they are northernmost rotation right next to For You Quest. So it might just be a bit of a problem. But Team 8-Bit, how do you think their rotation should be right now? Because they are actually stuck by a lot of teams when it comes to the circle, Team 8-Bit.
Well, Team 8-Bit, taking a look at how they've dropped recently, well, they've gone all the way up northeast, and now they're going to have some trouble entering. So, a perfect way that they can really enter the circle without any problem is to take the long route in, maybe try to enter from La Bendita, or maybe to go all the way from Los Leones. Anything is fine. But if they try to enter right up, head up straight, we've got a lot of squads. By a lot. But Lionel, he's got a kill over there. He's a happy man. Has the Tommy gun, and this is one of those guns I won't really see shining. Has that holographic already?
The cowboy, as it looks like, is trying to go to the hunt. Is trying to go on the hunt to the Old Town Road. If we're talking about it, but Lionel, he also has a shorty with him. I mean, S686 if you're talking about it. But he took down one, and that was from Fear Esports, a team that actually won the previous game.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, Lionel is actually in the mood for some Miramar action. You know, totally dressed up like a Dallas Cowboy over there. Did have the shotgun, but just gave up on it, and has a Tommy gun. So kind of a mafia-ish feeling that you get with it, and the way Tommy gun, the feeling that you get when you hold it, right, that gives you that feeling. But, well, takes you back down to the Godfather days and the members of Team Fear. The winners of the chicken dinner in the last game. This time around, they are looting. They've got nothing to worry about. Just one of their players eliminated. That's okay. They can live with it. They've played with three-man lobbies before and had decent performance. So eyes will definitely be on Noodles and his teammates as to how they are going to perform this time around.
That's totally true. But then the teams on the side of San Martin, Hacienda del Petron, just have a look at it. There's going to be a lot of names in these areas, so it's going to be a bit of difficulty for the teams teams to just get out and just rise and shine for the situations, because it's important, it's needed, and it's what should be happening slowly and steadily sometime soon. So that's going to be a bit of a troubling situation if we're talking about it, but we'll have to see how the teams just cope up with it, because the teams will be trying to go for it, and yeah, we'll have to see how it just comes up.
Yeah, absolutely. We have to see how it comes around. But the players of Battalion 5, they are rotating with that golden Murado that you really find in Hacienda del Patron. And, Battalion 5, they've been playing good. They've had a few good games. But they can certainly do better with the way they started off, getting that chicken dinner in the first first game itself. I really had been taken aback. They'd been kind of silent during the group stages, and suddenly in the semi-finals they go all guns blazing.
That's totally true. With the situations and strategies, the teams are trying to go for it. But Battalion 5, do you think, they have a chance? Because, see, last game was really decent for them. I would say not bad, but yeah, it was still really good for them. So do you think in this one, they also stand a chance to showcase a really good gameplay or something? Because it was Jerry last time who single-handedly wiped out squads by squads and squads.
It was just Jerry last time around in Sanhok, but I would want to see the whole squad really stepping things up. But if you talk about the teams that are holding on to the epicenter, that is the area of Picado, where we see the players of WatchmyGP, Casper, Sweta, and Senji. So these are the lads that have to hold on. They can do multiple things over here. Either send one of their players up above, but that can be risky as the players of Team Black are also over there. And, well, Ocean, what do you have to say about Dynamic Gaming?
I would say they want things to go south. That's why they are in some position right now. But look at this. All right, Sanchir. Last time, he was quite outside the circle, just going down. But now, as he is inside the zone, he wants to take up a fight. But Godless is moving forward. He's trying to do something. Anik just bites dust in the situation. But Godless has Scarrel going for a free fire. Spots one. Jerry versus Godless. Oh my god, my money is on. Okay, never mind. Godless takes him down. And he is Godless for a reason. Takes another one. That's amazing, as Thompson was right behind him. But it's just one player, Shante, sitting out there. It's going to be an important one for him to take down 4 players, and one of them is Godless. You cannot just go against the back Thompson. Oh my god, he was on fire, but now it's Sanchir's Molotov that just does the ending.
And Godless really is immortal. He does not care if it's burning. He just goes in. But, well, look at action. Oh, he's been spotting every single thing from afar. And had the players of Team From Hell had taken a bit of damage over there, Team Black would have definitely pushed and definitely capitalized on the situation. Since it was a clear squad wipe, they decided to stay behind. Maybe when they want to traverse around the map, that's the time they strike. And that's the time if they blow up a few vehicles, because look at how they position themselves. They've got perfect cover fires. They can fire in from different directions. So Team Hell, they might be in a whole world of trouble.
In a lot of trouble right now, as they just like you said, right, the lower area, it kind of hampers around with the movements as well. But Black Action, love to see what this team does right now. As Team Black, they did impressive in yesterday's matches. They are trying to replicate the same in today's matches. So it'll be a bit of a problem, but I don't think so much, because just look at the minimap with all the 4 players of Team Black. 1-2-1 split for themselves, but Thompson, he's moving forward, and I think Action knows exactly what to do. He is waiting for it, spots him, stops the shots, so does nothing. White gets a bit of shots right now, and oh my god! White goes down by his own self, his own mighty self. He just goes down, but another one. Sanchir will be in a lot of trouble. Sanchir goes down by Black Action. Impressive spray.
Yeah, absolutely. This is what they were waiting for. This is what they had been looking out for. The perfect opportunity to strike. And right when the players of Team From Hell were off guard, that's where they knew that they are going to get those kills. And they were just waiting for them. And White, he was a helpless lad. His vehicle was about to burn. And he just, kind of put on that seat to eject himself. And, that really did not really work out in his favor. And Killa will definitely get the kill confirmed. And with that, we have the team Black going all in onto its the players of Team From Hell.
And now the circle's going to be forming really soon, and circle is an important thing. And all right, so it's still Picaro-ish area, the southern side of Power Grid Picaro, as we were talking about it. And WMG is right out there at the center of the zone, alongside the Picaro's area, but CenterLink as well. So what do you think? All right, what do you think the teams that are on the southern side, not the southern side, but on the southern side of the kill feed, the overall standings, like CenterLink, if you're talking about it, what do you think they should be doing right now just to get them on the top positions? Because it's really, I don't think so much more of games left.
I think at this point, CenterLink should start playing YOLO because it's either do or die. They are already at the dead bottom of the sea, and you can't just get any below that. But Action will get a knock onto its top sit, Godless being the last member surviving, and he's getting shot from absolutely everywhere. The grenades coming in, the molos coming in, but Kayla did actually manage to take down his own teammate. Now this can be disastrous, and if Godless really plays very carefully, makes those right approaches, can do wonders.
No.
But he did not calculate Action's position over there. He just went in for a backstab, trying to take a few shots on Killa, and did succeed. Could have knocked him had Action not come in.
Imagine if he was taking first. So he did not see two players, right? One from the left side, one from the top side. So that quite made a lot of difference. But well, Kai is out here, right? Again, moving forward. And we'll have to see what happens as this team number 16, is just out there and is just moving good with the situations. But Mondo is in a vehicle, probably just trying to take his players together in a vehicle, or just moving forward just to see some areas, scouting the areas, if you will. Nope, he is just with them. Black Sneaks needs to go for a first hit. Does not have any bandages, will do at the situation, because he has 10 bandages for himself, but then it's going to be time consuming.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be time consuming. Well, things have been a bit rusty for Team From Hell, to be honest, today. Not at the best of their days. They're getting kills, but we're so acquainted with seeing them on such a high position that look, having them ousted so early, that's going to definitely hurt. But the players of Team Black, well, they are rotating around, and so are the players of Team S.Cloud. And this time around, the players of WatchmyGP still holding on to the center of the circle. That's Picado. They are done with the loot. I believe they are on that 5-story building that we have just on the southern side. And there you go, the first airdrop coming in, M249.
The first airdrop, and on the other side there was another one of those C-130s just flying up. Some people will be on that plane, just dropping a random airdrop somewhere so that someone else can pick another gun or something. But M249, I mean, in Miramar, do you see the variability of using it like in the final circles? Because see, if a single person surviving can take the proper use of a ridge or something and can wipe out a whole squad or something.
Yeah, absolutely. And with the way the players are playing these days, we've seen Beryl 6 times spray, we've seen AKs on those 4 times. So M249 is also a very versatile weapon, having good damage, good rate of fire. You just have to make sure that you have all your bullets ready. And while the fights are on, just do not try to go in for those quick panic reloads. It takes a lot of time out there. But there you go. Like we again anticipated, I feel look at the circle. It's gone all the way up to it's the same spot that we had anticipated, and the second airdrop coming in, AWM.
So this is a useful weapon, right? Now,
Yes.
we still got it, right? We still know how to predict the circles, right?
Yes, Ocean, I must say that I do not know. It might be conflicting, but I believe I prefer the AWM more in Vikendi than in Miramar. And to back it up, you've got a lot of compounds in Vikendi, so the players kind of tend to peek around the window, so it gets easier relatively to take those shots.
I would say that's quite true in one way as well, because in Vikendi, the trees are really thin. Like they don't have those thick trunks or something.
Yeah.
So your opponent might not be having an adequate cover, and that's where you can use AWM. If you're in a compound, the opponent's out there in the open, one shot can take down, so I would say that's a good one.
Yeah, I mean, because in Miramar and in the competitive arena, all these players do not really stand still. They constantly keep on moving, and
that's where DMR might
really
come in.
shine. Yeah. So but in Vikendi, you know, all these players tend to take all those compounds, and you just either peek from a window, slide peek, and booyah. That's basically peekaboo, in fact, on your face over there, and that kind of troubles the players. And well, after that, you can go with the push, and not just AWM, but any kind of bolt action really thrives and shines in Vikendi. So yes, as things are right now, the players of Team Hype, they are in a bit of a pickle because they are in an engagement with the players of Team Extra, and Venom really taking quite some damage, and Binohan really going after his buggy.
Right now, that grenade might be a good one for Benon, obviously, but not for Venom, as he is just out there. But no, it just falls apart. It falls short right now. He knows where the next one should be. And there's an airdrop as well, so that might be the AWM one. But right now, Evilord takes down one. But Venom, oh, again, is safe from everything. 4U Quiz gets eliminated as Evilord does it on his own with a little bit of help of 8-bit Sebo, but Banan goes down. Hype Turtle for the rescue, but Rich is going to be out there as well, but Banan bites the dust. But now is the Circle's time, as Circle is not on the area of Hype.
Yeah, now Team Hype, well, they are in a bit of a trouble because Venom has also been taken down, like we just saw. And Sibo, well, Team 8-bit, they did lose out on Akshat, who is their highest fragger. Now they have to play without him, and let's see how they are going to show up. But Nepal Esports, well, taking down the players of NPJ from behind. Nikesh, okay, he's doing the majority of the jobs, but Toxic with that amazing grenade did manage to get down water to barely 30% HP. And well, he's just bleeding out,
Yeah.
and he's just gonna get off any single moment right now. But Susupoki, his position is why did he just use his energy drink? I think that kind of gave away his position. But oh, that was clutch.
I mean, see, if it was not Uzi or something, some other gun, he might have taken 2 players down or something.
Yeah.
Might have gone into the cover again and could have taken the third one down as well. Like, using your covers, even if it's not in much big of a numbers, it might just be a lot of difference. But right now, there's someone else, that's NPJ. Now the ball's in their court. Just one person, Wax, has to do everything.
See, what really, Susupoki could have done was just let all these players kind of rotate first, go ahead, and then had he shot them from behind, could have gotten that whole squad wipe for himself. But there you go, Sarkar falling down to a vehicle explosion. Now, since this is a fourth circle, this is going to be very, very critical for the players of Nepal Esports to actually go in for his for their teammate. And Wax does deploy that smoke. The circle is right beside him, so he would not have much of trouble getting in. But there you see the shift again coming in. But Mondo this time around will find off Wiz, and he was in a no man's land, and he'll be taken down.
Easily done by Mondo in the situation. Play zone just taking out other players as well. And XTR, I mean, Extra, they'll be in a lot of troubles if you're talking about it. And Wally goes down by Black Sneaks. I would say Black is going to, the team Black is doing amazing. And alongside Sneaks, they are doing wonders with each and every situation with the circle. Once again, as we discussed, as we just predicted, the left-hand side of Picard and the southern side of Power Grid, that's where the circle is going. But Wax, oh, barely surviving, and gets inside the zone. Applies the final first aid. Sneaks has to. He'll be applying one more later probably, but right now everyone has to see someone and go for the fight. But action goes down. Evil Lord, oh my god, this guy has a lot of kills for himself. Look at this, 2 kills, getting for the third one, and Heli goes down as well. Now has to spot another one, and I think Sneaks might just bite the dust, and there it is, get 4 kills.
Yeah, absolutely. And this was Evil Lord getting all the 4, and with the way he is playing today, where was he all these times? And well, Team Fear, finally they are looking really promising, and well, they did mess up all the 8 games that they had played so far, but now onwards they are starting afresh, and they are looking so strong. And well, Mondo moving in with his man, trying to not make a lot of noise out there and not give away his position, but still grenades are being cooked by Kai. I do not really know why he is just wasting these grenades out, because you need to be really sure and just throwing out grenades. Well, focus on getting that one good knock, but well, things are as they are. Mondo will get that knock onto its Omega, and will also get the confirmation.
I mean, Mondo is still surviving in the situation. He's on the other side of the road, right? And that just makes him on the other side of the zone, because he's outside the circle just a bit. Not a lot, but just a bit. And 8-bit, they have this upper hand that they are at the the edge of the circle, so they are they're playing on the inner side of the circle if we're talking about it, and that makes a hell lot of difference with the fact that you have two players only. Your rest of the two players are down, but still you have much pressure as you don't have to get inside the zone. Right now, if we're talking about it, as we're talking about the team that was going from the southern side right now is at the edge of Picaro, I would say it's a good thing from Dynamic Gaming.
Yeah, it's absolutely good thing from this team holding on to the gas station over here. But the players of S.Cloud, I think they do not really have to move about right now. But any single moment, the circle might take another curveball, and all these squads need to rotate. I just hope the players of Team S.Cloud do have few vehicles out there, because the circle, look at it, just those two squads, that is Team Seal and Team CenterLink, and WatchmyGP has also made their way in. But this is the right time for all these teams to take those perfect ridge spots and just hold on to the places.
I mean, Team Hype, they are doing good. They are doing a faster rotation. I would say that's a good, wake-up call. A good bells in the ears that they just have to get inside the circle. Evil Lord going for the fifth one. I mean, Casper's down. He still has to confirm him to take his fifth kill or something. But Team Hype already getting a compound. WatchmyGP already getting a good compound, and the airdrop as well just coming right next to them. That would be a good one. But Mara might be in a bit of trouble. But Evil Lord falls on by Wall-E, and Wall-E, we know he does amazing stuff. But survival status is right on your screens. 8-bit Octus takes down Mondo. Might as well finish him. Waiting for it. Nikkei takes down Ryzen, and that's going to be the end for Black Team Mongolia.
Yeah, absolutely. Team Black Mongolia, they've been in troubles, and nothing really has worked out for them so far. And no sympathies over there, because at times, most of the times, in fact, they just come with 3 players. So they really need to step up. They need to have at least 4 players playing in such a big tournament, and it's good that they did make it so far with just 3 players playing the majority of the matches. Had 4 of the players played, they could have had a better outing. But right now, as things stand, Kubne will get a kill onto its wax, and there you go, another AWM coming. But is it a good time to go for it?
Well, none right now. 8-bit gets eliminated on the 10th position, I would say. And that was quite a bit bad situation. But Kai could not be the Kai Cobra, and actually bites the dust in the situation. And Wally has 1 kill, reloads the gun. Probably will be going for the second one as, Kai just gets finished out the situation. But then S.Cloud is in a lot of trouble right now and spots another one. Dynamic Gaming might not be moving too much dynamically. Ria gets eliminated. The team that got chicken in the last game, they got eliminated. Heckler is just out there, but he might just go down. And yes, he does. Hyperka gets a kill of Yala, but on the other side, Venom with the blast just solves the problem.
Just blow up the vehicles. And in Miramar, we know how pivotal vehicles are, how important they are to make it into the final circle. At the end, also, you can use it as a cover, because you've got those open areas, you've got those ridges just there for you. But Team Seal, they are looking promising. They've got 6-7 kills already, and Nepal Esports have also been eliminated. Team S.Cloud, they can get sandwiched right now any single moment. Right in front of them, they have Team Seal. Right behind them, they have Team Hype, and there you go, Ice taking down Spider already. And Hype is just waiting for the right opportunistic moment to go in there and strike.
Yeah, let's see how the situations just come up as we are moving to top 6 teams. Right now, Seal Ice is out here, but the major problem is getting inside the circle. The circle is just favoring WatchmyGP and not anyone else. So that's quite a bit of problem, quite a bit of trouble in these situations. So yeah, it might just be, something challenging for the players.
Yeah, absolutely. And let's see what happens. But the players of Team Seal, oh, they've been blessed by the gods tonight, and they're looking so promising. They do have a good position in the circle, and this is a chicken dinner that they cannot afford to lose. And we have seen Team Seal being able to capitalize on every single situation that they get in their favor. But Wally, he's taken a bit of a damage out there, but Taco, he has been spotted. Wally is aware of the fact that you've got a car that's burning. There's someone supposed to be right beside it, and there you go, XY Esports. They also bite the dust by Gurkha. Oh, that headshot really connecting, but the second shot could not connect, as a courtesy to which Gurkha still lives.
Gurkha still lives to see another day, but for how long is going to be a question now. Seal Wally just trying to move forward with himself as well. A good grenade can just take down Venom, but Casper has an AWM right now. I would tell you this is a responsibility in this situation because they have to do everything. Sangi with a good grenade might just take one down. If not anything, the damage dealt will be enough for out there, but Sangi is getting shot from the right hand side. Seal Ice is trying to be Ice-T as he breaks everyone. Ankle was also out there, but Gurkha already takes down CenterLink's Unsolved, but Venom, yeah, Kupne's grenade takes down Venom, and I think a kill confirmation will be on the spot. First Gurkha goes down, and now it will be Venom slowly and steadily, if not given a revive on proper time.
Yeah, absolutely. But right now, Team Seal still in a very good position. Ice will get a knock onto its Casper, and Ice has been playing really good, you know, getting all those skills, catching players off guard from their opponents and really capitalizing on that. But Gangski has a SKS, and I love the SKS, and especially if you've got the right attachments to back it up. And there you go, another grenade going in from Team Seal's Ice, getting those kills confirmed for himself.
Last time I asked you, said SLR was better than SKS, but alright, never mind.
With the right attachments, Ocean.
I hate you. Well,
You need to be
5
very
teams
yes.
surviving, 10 players alive as of now. Revivals are a priority, but look at this. S.Cloud's Taco is already doing a heal battle.
Yeah, of course. You know, you are in a bit of a situation. You're alone. You've got nobody to back you up. And, well, S.Cloud, there you go. They've been eliminated, not really living for too long. But the grenade coming. Oh, Wally. He just managed to dodge it. Second one goes in as well, but Ankle, he's taken quite some beating. Oh, my goodness. So many grenades. And, well, Venom did take some damage out there. But, oh, that's a 2v1 fight that Wally was engaging in. Kind of overextension being from his side. Venom will definitely get that knock.
Kubne and Ankle are going forward. This might be Seal's fight as they are moving forward. Ankle and Kubne, 2 players, 2 versus 2 scenario in this situation. A good Molotov was not burning but is not standing as well. Now it's Venom's turn. He has to do everything as Kubne is low on HP. Can he just eliminate? And yes, he does. That was amazing. That was an amazing hint of fight that just happened out here. But this leaves one thing, that it's just one player from Hype surviving. Oh my god, Sueda goes down. That means it's going to be a 3 versus 1 scenario in all of these situations. Hype, can they win this one? As it means everything for them, as last time it was Turtle in the first game that took the team to 2nd position, but now it's going to be Venom. For how long? And CenterLink, is this the YOLO game that we're talking about that CenterLink has to go for? Is this it for this team?
I mean, CenterLink has survived so long. That's really good. They can get a chicken dinner that they were looking so badly for, and they do know where Venom is, right? They've heard all those gunshots over there, and there you go. The Molotovs have come in. It's just a matter of few seconds that all these players charge in together. And Venom, if he's got down one player, oh my goodness, he's taking
Bad
those shots, and that's a bad decision. But this was another bad decision. He get the kill confirmed, but before getting eliminated. And there you go, CenterLink Esports. Finally, after a long time, getting that Venom winner chicken dinner.
I mean, he was almost on the verge of confirmation. That confirmation didn't happen this time, actually.
Did it not happen?
No, it did not happen. The player was still down, and he stood up. He stood up as, you know, the team just won, so that happened. So one extra kill just did not arrive or something. But well, right now Hype once again, the second curse is with them for today. Another game for 2nd time, and Hype Venom. The first time also when Hype was 2nd, Hype Turtle was the one that was MVP. This time Hype Venom, the final man surviving, is the MVP. 5 kills, 501 damage, 6.51 kilometers of distance travel, and 24 minutes and 18 seconds of survival time.
Yeah, absolutely. Team Hype, they've been playing amazing, but the fight against Team Seal, that could have gone, you know, either ways. I believe Team Seal kind of crapped their pants in that one. They could have easily taken the fight, and in fact could have won them. Because Wally did not really have to engage against those 2 players. He could have easily waited for his teammate. So he was taken down. The rest of the 2 teammates came in. One was also taken down way before. But the last surviving member of Team Seal instead went in for the confirmation onto its the player that was knocked from Team Hype. And that's where the mistakes were made. His attention was diverted there. Venom was the last member surviving. He just spotted him and he just took him down. And with that, Team Seal, the chance of a good chicken dinner really just threw them out.
I mean, see, whatever calls your adrenaline at the right moment, it kind of just goes for it. See, you might be thinking, I have to go. You might not be thinking, I have to go. It all just comes up. But then we saw one player 4 more are to come for the top 5 players of this game that actually impressed us. I mean, way out of the equation.
Yeah, absolutely. And today's day has been all about those bottom tier teams really stepping things up, and that really increases the competition. And there you go, top 5 players. Cognate will definitely be following Venom, and then you have Evil Lord from Team Fear. I mean, he was so much instrumental in taking down all the players of Team Black. And Wale, again being there, no surprises, 886 damage, 3 kills. Gurkha also off to a good outing, 770 damage, and just getting 3 kills.
I mean, this team of Team Hype, they have done wonders already in South Asian region last time, and now they are doing wonders in this region. They were toppers, if I have to say, of the South Asian region's PMCO Finals last year, last season, sorry, and now they are trying to be out here, but there's one thing that now just comes up, right? Because Seal, we have seen Team Seal do amazing stuff. They will be trying to go for the top position once again. But where does it leave From Hell? Because they still are lacking one chicken, and that's what we were talking about, right? If they have to, you know, just confirm something, they have to get a chicken dinner at least.
I think the teams have started figuring out how to stop the players of Team From Hell Esports. But now let's take a look at the match summary and see how the numbers game really worked out. How many smokes were deployed this time around? 150, a number that we can live with. It's average, it's decent, it's good for provided the region that we are casting in, where people do not really rely on those smokes and grenades. But headshots 13, knocks were 51, total kills were 53. So a lot of people got taken down from the play zone itself.
Yeah, that's totally true. 4 airdrops looted. A lot of a big number out there coming with the airdrop sign, and grenade kill was 1. So total knocks were 51 and kills were 53. That means the last player was the one that was in the hidden top obliterate, because he won't be getting knocked, right? He just gets killed out there. So the last player was kind of the vulnerable factor much more of the times, and that's kind of a thing that we saw in this Miramar. But then it also means that the leaderboards for this particular game will be right in front of us in a while, and that I would say will be changing a lot of things. If you're looking at it, if you're talking about it, that's where it is.
Yeah, absolutely. These are the map standings, and if you take a look, Team Hype, despite not winning the game, they did come second, but kills 11 being the number will rocket them right up to the first position with 25 points.
So I would say this is one game that CenterLink wanted their momentum to start with, so they went for the position points much more severely as compared to the kill points, and that's a good one. This will straight away get them to, if not the second chart, somewhere around second chart or something, but then CenterLink was out there as we talked about. ZeusEsports, 11 kills for them as well. WatchmyGP out there with the 4 on the 4th position. And 3 kills. Nepal Esports was out there as well, but Extra Esports, 1 kill this time.
Yeah, I think, well, Extra Esports, I have nothing much to say, because they have really exceeded my expectations from them today, because they had not really been performing well, but the way they performed in the first 2 games, and it's something that they can still live on with, because they're not in the second half, and they are, as long as you can continuously climbing up, that's a good thing, that's not something bad. But yes, we were talking about Team From Hell Esports, so they did take a good fight. They just obliterated one squad over there, but after that, what followed, Team Black, you know, positioning all their players in different directions. They were just waiting for the players of Team From Hell to move around, and the moment they were off guard, the moment they were in the open, that's where they charged in.
That's where it all quite changed. But then this is where our conversation just flows on to the overall leaderboards that we would be looking up right now, in a while right now. And yes, it is out in front of us. And this is what I was saying from Hell Esports. See, the difference is increasing. That's where a chicken that just needs to come up.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I've been waiting for that from quite some time. And Black Team, there you go, 137 points. They are stepping up. But ZeusEsports, I would love to see them come in tomorrow and play their hearts out. Zeus, the player, he's been out of his mind.
Numbers game, if I have to talk about with it, there hasn't been a team that has had more kill points and has topped the table as with their placement points. From Hell might just do it. They have 72 kill points, 75 placement points. Yeah. Imagine a good kill game, and a chicken dinner might just let them top the table with much more kill points than they play. If that happens slowly and steadily through time, I mean, think about it.
Is it theoretically possible? Because if they are going to take the chicken dinner, then with a lot of kills, then their points will definitely increase. But if they go in for a killing game, like say 7 or 8 kills, and then play somewhere around 7 or 8 position, then we might say that yes, they actually did manage to do that. But moving on, Team 8-bit, well, nothing really bad for them, but they are tied up with Extra Esports. And look at how good a comeback it has been from both these teams. They were struggling till up till yesterday, and today they are looking promising, right afresh.
Yeah, it kind of looks good, but then Battalion 5's out there, Fear and From Heaven. So From Hell, From Heaven, like two different areas, but still, it's just out there. But then there's one team that'll be on the bottom table and has its chicken dinner. All right, there's two. VelociRaptor got one yesterday,
Yeah.
and then there's CenterLink Esports. They also have one. But look at this, from second last to 19th. It's not much, but it's a good start.
Yeah, it's something. It's something, nevertheless. But yes, CenterLink Esports, I think they've got that match where they kind of figured how to play around.
Yeah.
And from here onwards, they just have to keep on climbing, at least make it to the top 15. And they do not have any more chances to throw a few games here and there around. But with that being said, we will be heading out for a short little break. And on the other side, we will have the final game of Erangel for you guys. welcome, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching the PMCO Wildcard, and let's not just delay any further. Head on to the final game and see which team is gonna get the chicken dinner this one around. And today's games, if we talk about in general, have all been about all those teams that were struggling initially, have finally found their way back in.
Yeah, from the bottom table to the mid table, if not anything, and to the top. From the mid to the top table is what the journey has been for now. But then the final game for the day, if you're talking about it, Group A versus B. This was the second round robin format. The first one ended yesterday, so we'll have to see what happens in this situation. So Erangel 2.0 is right in front of us. If we're talking about it, from Primos to Severny, Shooting Range, Georgipol, Hospital, Pochinki, Gatka, Query areas, Ferry Pier, military base if a team wants to go, and the teams are going. As I can see, players from For You Quest and from Fear are just moving to that area. S.Cloud is moving to the downward side of Pochinki right now. Let's see how the situations just come up.
Yeah, absolutely. We will have to see how things are gonna shape out. But this flight path trajectory, mostly towards the western side, imagine having something around a mansion circle. All these teams have to rotate so quickly. And we can see a few teams, that is Team Fear and Team For You Quest, dropping down onto the Southern Island, may engage in a bit of a pickle out there. But no, this time the circle has been merciful. And WatchmyGP, again, being on the center this time around. They did drop at Pochinki, and it's looking promising game for them.
Yeah, it is actually looking really promising game for them. We'll have to see how they just come up with the circle. Like, it'll be a landmass circle, right? This kind of seems like a landmass circle, so players will have a lot of area to rotate, a lot of area to move. Like, look at Battalion 5 and Severny. They have, like, the circle for themselves as well. A central rotation coming to the water city can be a good one, can be an easy one for the players out there. CenterLink, the winners of the previous game, are going to the school-ish area, but Rich has a crossbow, does not have clothes, and is having a crossbow, so that looks like a situation. I think we have a situation out here, but what's going to happen? A Spider has gone down, but they will be looking forward to just go and punch him out or something. But I want to see whose kill will it be. I mean, if it's Rich's kill, then that crossbow did pay off or something.
Well, it's been quite a while since we saw some crossbow in action, and
I want to see if Rich gets number one. No. All right, so Benahan actually finishes him up, so it might be Benahan's skills or something, but he spotted another one, and the crossbow goes up, but still is not hitting him.
I think it could have been just a bit more up, or crossbows are really kind of a sticky weapon. Does not really hit. You can never be reliable with that. Yeah, just don't make faces at me. I know you take 1,000 attempts in getting that one shot in, and then you upload it.
At least I upload stuff.
Yes.
Unlike you. Well, 8-bit Akshat's out here with the UMB in his hands, and he's trying to move forward, but it's still kind of a troublesome situation, right? But is he falling down? Yeah, he might just fall down from this situation. It will be a bad thing. Kai bites the dust as well, but right now, Hype, they have an upper hand in the situation, and Akshat is moving forward. But obviously, no helmet, no vest will be a troublesome thing for, I would say, for him right now.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be very, very troublesome. But, Team 8-bit. So, they are in a bit of a pickle. And not just in a bit, in a lot of trouble right now. Because the way they are positioned, and look at Akshat, okay, so finally, he manages to live. He lives to fight a few more moments. But no, don't fall. That's how on earth did he survive that fall?
I would say, see, it's by luck if we're talking about it, but then the hospital side is where Hype's two players, Gurkha and Toughnut, are just moving from. So area A to area B and something like that. I mean, they have a good area out here just to play around. They'll be having those vehicles if we're talking about it. But the new vehicles in the Erangel 2.0, see, so they have open areas. They won't be giving a proper cover like the old vehicles. Not the vehicles that you can drive, but the ones that are there for the covers and all. They have open areas, so you'll have to, I would say, you'll have to be careful even after taking a cover around them.
Yeah,
That's a very good one.
I mean, those small changes can really affect those fights that you have, and obviously, you cannot expect something really, really drastic until it's completely broken. But
Ah.
every single time, to make things more interesting, a few changes are absolutely necessary, or else it'll just, go bland. Every day, if I'm just having fried chicken, there will be a day where I'll just get bored of it. So, if I add some sauces to it, maybe I would like it that way. So that's how the game has modified, and it's for the better good. I can see some amazing, amazing graphics out there, and I personally feel, Ocean, that the rooms are a bit spacious now, right now with the with a bit of a opening. So if you take those TPP angles right, it can be easier to defend those compounds.
Yeah, quite a bit, quite out there. And yeah, so it's the new game, I would say the new update is all about corners. And not just
Yeah.
in TPP, but also, suppose if you're in FPP, I would say those corners are going to be helping you a lot in FPP. Because, see, you'll have to peek around all the areas, and that's going to be something. But Hype, and look at this. It's using a Mini 14 with a red dot, is trying to get some results, is not getting the results right now, but obviously that's a good call. Calling his players has come back, because obviously, see, that the chase of fight would not be giving them good results as of now.
Yes, yes, of course. But now what is really going on is all these teams are engaging in those early fights, kind of affecting their loot, and it's gonna be troublesome because with the way the circle is, if it goes towards the farm areas, sorry, towards the Gatka areas, then and if you do not have smokes, if you do not have vehicles, if you do not have good loot, you are basically done. So you'll be eliminated right before even you realize that you made a mistake. But talking about teams right now, we have the players of Team From Hell moving inside the circle. Last time was a sort of a disaster, but this time around, I think they did come in for redemption, but they are roaming around the wrong Team Black. So that is Team Black, Team Mongolia right below them, but they will definitely be looking in for redemption over here as they want to take down the players of Team Black.
I mean, yeah, that's totally true, and we'll have to see how the situations just come up. But look at the circle. So we were discussing about the circle, and the center of the circle is going to be 8-bit score, just widespread in all around the areas. WMG is also on the right hand side, the Pochinki's area. Talk about Hype Squad, they have a good area for themselves, but Dobson, he's so away from his teammates for some reason. Like, look at this. Where's Dobson and where's Godless and the crew? It's good. So I get it. There's no one behind, in between them, but it might be a bad situation if he goes for a rotation along 8-bit side, might just go down or something.
Or maybe he just likes to stay alone like you.
All right, that hurts.
He can be your perfect friend.
Okay.
Why are you
well,
constipated?
I was trying to imitate you from the break time, but well, trying for extra, as you can see from the Potato Hill side. That's where one of the teams that's going to be extras. But Black,
Yeah.
the team number 10, Black, if you're talking about it, Yasnaya Poliana is the area for them. And we'll see how it just comes up in these situations and strategies for what we are talking about it.
Yeah, absolutely. And Team S.Cloud right now. You can see them holding on to the ridges this time around. And Team 8-bit, they are in a good spot. But still not the best, I believe. Those
Yeah.
compounds, I do not love them because you can make those approaches from multiple angles, and you really do not know that an enemy has joined the fray until they are very close to it, until and unless those grenades come in. So yes, teammate bit for the meanwhile, they can be over there in that position, but in the later stages, they have to find a better spot for themselves.
Yeah, they will have to find a better spot. Because, see, a good area actually makes you much more comfortable for not just one, but 2-3 circles probably if that happens. Look at the new lighthouse. I mean, that just creates a lot of difference, right? The new kind of lighthouse area, if you're talking about it, and all those things. But Toxic, I think it's going to be no problem for him from Nepal Esports if he's just trying to spot the players from one area to the other ones. But for now, the players, 8-bit, sorry, they are moving up, and they are moving good, I would say. Like, they have good vehicles for themselves, good covers for themselves. 8-bit Akshat is what one area. Saber is trying to follow his path, if we're talking about it. Sweta just trying to spot the players as well. From their side, WMG, again, 3 players this time. It's quite a bit of a troubling situation. But the circle, all right, it's going to be a good circle if we're talking about the circles and the zones areas, because the circle is moving downward slowly and steadily, and it feels like a nice one.
Yeah, it absolutely feels like a nice one around. Well, watch my GP. Well, after the first game, they kind of are playing the remainder of the games with just a three-man squad. Well, Casper has been good, but the rest of the teammates, we do anticipate that they also rise up to the occasion and barge in and take a few more kills. But for you, Quest, Horus will get that one good knock onto its god list. That's a big knock. But Faker getting traded off this time around by Sanchir. I really want to see where this fight is going on, and it's just towards the eastern side of Fairy Pier, just near that junction. But you know, this kind of circle still has a bit of a possibility that it might just go down south.
Yeah, it might just go down south, and if it does happen, then the players will have to, you know, just rethink each and everything for where they have to go, where they don't have to go, and all those things. So yeah, those things will be a lot of, I would say, you know, troubling things. But then Iron Man's grenade takes down one in the situation. As you can see, Hell from Hell will be in a bit of trouble as Godless falls down. Sancher tops and two players surviving. They have to take down two players if they have to win this fight by hook or by crook. Lord goes down, one player surviving from Quest. He jumps out, did not spot either of them. One versus one, a technical situation coming up, but there it is. Quest wins this one, and Hell from Hell, oh my god, they just dragged down themselves.
Yeah, they just was given those tickets to Hell, and they'll be going down. And we have to commend Horus over here with the way in that last clutch situation. He just kind of crouched down at the right moment. Oh. That really did help them getting a win in that fight. But there you go, the rabbit comes in, and you know, teams are definitely gonna want to capitalize on the situation. The players of Team Quest, Horus stepping out outside the building, and will try to spot down the other players. But Team BlackTeamMongolia, this time they are resilient. They want to take that fight. They know that they can now win this one around. And well, a few knocks here and there, and Azura getting that knock onto its Lord. And Horus, he's just waiting for the players of Team BlackTeamMongolia just to push in. And well, Horus did take a beating, but he's still alive.
He's still alive right now, just surviving for it. But then Azura's trying to move forward. Black Manta as well. And there it is. 4 players, if they are on you, you can just count them. You cannot kill them. And that's one thing that just made a lot of difference. Jerry is out here as well from Battalion 5, trying to spot the players. 3 kills to the team. 1 to Jerry. We know this guy went from 1 to 6 in no time. But look at this. 1 player right in front of him. And there he bites the dust. CenterLink, the team that won the previous game, got down on 14th.
Yeah, absolutely. And this time, Battalion 5, they're looking good. This time around, 4 kills for themselves. And just that one player being knocked out, he'll get that revive. But Device, now he's going in for the drop. And he'll be a happy man getting whatever he gets. At least level 3 helmet and vest at the least. And yes, what is the weapon inside that? I really wanted to see. But tough luck.
Probably something he does not want, and that's an AWM, like might not be the sniper. Device is going forward or not. Nope, it's going to be, I think that's going forward, just trying to take that AWM. So it also depends on, like, you know, you might be having a scope, you might not be having a scope. Some of your other teammates is having a good scope. So it comes out to those things as well. Device has the 4 times as using Scarl as a tap weapon right now against Mara, who also has a Scarl and has a 3 times for himself. Seal Wally goes down, and Wally gets finished by Hypes, Turtle, and Venom. But right now, one good spray could have taken down one player for Mara, but he actually stopped spraying, and that changes a lot of things.
Yeah, absolutely. And Team Extra, they're still alive for now. But this is quite an interesting circle, and I would love to see which are the teams that are going to take those high ground advantage, those few hills over there. And Team Extra, they can actually make that rotation in. And if they hold on to it, and if they take the fights right, they can be in a good position. But the players of Team Fear are being taken down by the players of Dynamic Gaming. Just a confirmation just a few couple of seconds ago. But Team 8-Bit have managed to get themselves inside the compound. So far, so good. They are still inside the circle, nothing much to scoff about, but well, they still have to be very careful. I just hope they have good loot, because looking at Octus, it seems otherwise. Just that one first aid and a few bandages. Team 8-Bit needs a squad wipe.
Yeah, that's totally true. Now, right now, we'll have to see what Sarkar actually does in this situation, as he's just sitting with his teammates, but a bit away from his teammates. So, yeah, quite a bit of a difference, just, you know, difference of conflict of interest is coming out here from the teammates, as they are not with each other, but not quite away from each other. So, a cover is surely out there. We'll have to see who actually gives out the first beating in these situations, as Heli's also trying from Black side, trying to spot the players, but Toxic can be all right. So, yeah, so this Tommy Gun with the red dot is actually doing good damage.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. But this is what we expected from this gun, right? This is the reason why it has been buffed, and I had been waiting a long, long time since Tommy Gun to be used, and this is the time where it is actually gonna shine. But the players of Team Black Action, he does use up his bandages out there. But for how long? Right now, this team, it's had their good days and their bad days, and they're still in a very good position, no doubt. But all these big names, the old guards, like we love to call them, haven't been really good today, because it's all about these underdogs, these new teams in the second half of our round robin format.
Yeah, that's totally true. But then for the future aspect, for the future prospects is something we'll have to see. Black Killer is also out here. Nikesh was just, sitting on the outer side. And then Sneaks as well. So Sneaks has had really good kills, like really good kills for himself. Nikesh is also trying to spot the players if Nikesh can. Killer is just out here. And yes, exactly. This is the thing I was talking about. Right from behind the gun, behind those vehicles, you can just fire your gunshots and some results might be coming out. But Nikesh has to stay on a safer side right now. Knows peeking is a bad thing, so has to go back. And that's I would say, a good calculated decision in this area. But in less than 40 seconds, the circle is going to be one thing. And the fourth circle, you know what the fourth circle does, right? A lot of damage.
Yeah, of course. And after the fourth circle starts kicking in, it gets so difficult to get that revive back on. But Sarkar and the players of Nepal Esports, these lads have been promising, and Nikesh especially, from the last couple of days, he's been stepping up. But this is the airdrop that I absolutely love. The Groza, the third airdrop coming in, and whichever team gets that, if you have a suppressor, then you are surely in for a treat in the final circle. You can take down your enemies without really revealing your exact pinpoint location, so that really works out well. But Team Fear, down to 3 players, have lost out on one of their players, and this time around Boka G was in the action, and quite an interesting time for the substitute.
Yeah, and the final game, and right now it's interesting. But this, Taco survives. No, he does not. Black, and his final bullet hits him. He was actually quite in the cover right now. Like, he was going good. But then one bullet makes a lot of difference for him. But there's the fourth circle that's just coming up. 17 minutes and still counting in the game. And the circle has given a curveball to the land side, where the teams are surviving. 13 teams still surviving. Fourth circle, 17 minutes. And Black Heli is trying to confirm the kill for Taco if Black Heli can. But so far, no results. All right, the knock just came up, but the confirmation still no.
Yeah, still, the things haven't been confirmed. But right now, the players of Team BlackTeamMongolia have already pushed in onto the players of Team 8-Bit. And oh, those cars flying in. They've made it to the fence. And Omega, he is holding on to his angles. Sibo, proper grenade. And that could really work out. But no, Omega instead goes in for the aggressive charge. And Yuri has managed to spot them out. And he's continuously spraying out his weapons. But, Omega, he's in a bit of a trouble. He's in a bit of a pickle out there. Still holding on. Sibo somehow did manage to find out Asura. And, Black's Manta getting taken down by the players of Team Seal. And that is a blunder by Team BlackTeamMongolia. They charged in, but they could not really get inside. And a lot of different squads from elsewhere started taking them down, one after the other.
One after the other is what it is. Black Sneaks as well, as you can see. So Team Black is doing trying to do good right now, but 8-Bit, they are also out here. On the other side, the Team Black Mongolia, as we were talking about it, and I think they can just fight the dust, because 8-Bit Sebo, he can throw a good grenade, and I think he's going for throwables out there that might just do some damage. Fury is also out here on the back end side, but what is it going to take for this team to go out, as 8-Bit has 2-2 split for themselves. A good grenade on Fury's side, but it will be still a bit away, so it does not do the damage that was needed. Ryzen, Manta, Fury, still 3 players surviving, still 3 players counting out there, but then Manta's good grenade is going to be going out there on Sibo's side. Will it do the damage? No, it does not. Omega actually has taken a bit of the damage, but the next circle is going to be an important one, and there's a cluster of teams inside the circle.
Yes, absolutely. This is going to be very, very interesting. 43 players and the first 5th circle. And now a lot of players have survived this game. Did go slow in those initial hours, but now it's going to to be very, very interesting. Omega finding off Ryzen over there. Manta will be coming in for the retaliation fire, but will he succeed in taking Omega down? One good grenade from Omega can make things really difficult for the team Black Team Mongolia, but charge ins coming in from the back end sides, and Omega did take out Ryzen, but Sibo was taken down by Manta. It all comes down to Omega to clutch it out for his team. It's a 1v1 situation. Fury being the last member surviving from his squad, going in for the revive, and well, Team 8-bit, they are also opting for that, and they do have their teammates, and now Akshat is pushing in alongside his remaining compatriots, and there you go. Oh my goodness, Fury in such a bad spot, but still managed to take one down, but will get eventually finished off.
That was a good finish. I mean, 8-bit needed those numbers, and 8-bit's getting those numbers. Omega, he will be revived. No, nothing surprise out there, but the circle's coming. Yeah, that's a surprise if that comes out. But Sarkar, look at that. Sarkar uses M16 or something and takes down. Yeah, he actually tries, but then Nepal Esports, they are in a bit of trouble, but Sarkar also falls down in the situation. Fear, they survive to see another day. Nepal Esports gets eliminated, but now 3 revives should be coming up really soon if it comes up. Nope, 2 only, but Hades needs a revive really soon, really soon, really soon. Was trying to cancel now. Loses 1 player, but Evil Lord will be getting a revival right now.
Yeah, absolutely. But Team Fear, well, how do they get themselves out from this situation? They just have to hold on. They cannot really afford to peek out right now. Team NPJ in a bit of a pickle with the players of Team WMG. And that's going to be interesting to watch WatchmyGP. The players have been kind of pushed into one single compound, but now things have started getting really, really intense. All these knocks coming out from different angles. Look at the cluster of teams that are on the certain side. It's going to be so tough for all these players. And Killa will get that confirmation onto its Mondo, and S.Cloud, this particular squad has been eliminated from over here.
From over here, that's where the number just comes up. 10 teams surviving as of now. We'll have to see what happens, you know, in the top 5, because still there are good names out here. 8-bit, 8-bit's just topping the charts right now. Hype is following them. Black Extreme is following them. Like, it's kind of the first Erangel vibe where 8-bit was still surviving, Hype was still surviving, but Hype, they need a chicken dinner and they need it stat, if anything. And if we're talking about From Hell, I mean, this was a bad game for them.
Yes, of course. You know, the entire day, I would still say that their kind of misery continues. Well, this is a team that we have been considering them synonymous with being dominating, and anything below top 3, I mean, that's not expected from that particular squad. They have raised the bar so high, and Battalion 5, a lot of teams, look at them, they've been eliminated one after the other, and Team NPJ still surviving, still haven't gotten themselves in the kill departments, 0 kills for that squad. But Team Black, from the backlines, they are really taking all those fights really well. Team Hype, Venom with that spray, but does not really connect any bullets. And Dynamic Gaming, they also bite the dust and get exited back to the lobby.
8 teams, 23 players, as we're talking about. WatchmyGP is doing really good right now. If we're talking about, I mean, Sengi needs to heal up, and there it is. Hype Gurkha goes down. Evil Lord, I mean, he was revived, and I think the revival is paying off right now. Toughnut goes down. Venom is still surviving. Turtle as well, but Turtle does the impossible, and he actually takes down Team Fear in that situation. But Sengi goes down. Oh my god, that was a bad one. That was a bad one. Zweta needs to revive the player as soon as it can happen. But Casper, one good grenade on the top end. It might just take down, but look at that. One player just drops down, and that might, oh no, should have shot him.
Yes, absolutely. That was a golden chance over there. But still, you know, considering the fact that he has to get inside the circle, it's good that he did not really reveal his position. The enemy knows an approximate spot, but not the exact location. But Sibo getting that knock onto its Gurkha. But Leo trading him off, and you know, multiple fights are happening, each one taking out the other, and they do not care from which team they are. If you are their opponents, they are just going after each other. And well, Team Black, they are still surviving. Team WatchmyGP down to their 2 players, and they also have to make it inside the circle. But Team Black holding on to their position, going really hard onto it. The players of Team 8-bit have managed to keep them suppressed so far. But Wax will be finished off, and there you go. NPJ also take an exit.
This was a bit bad, the situations that happened here. 8-bit gets an exit. 4 teams surviving in this situation. Casper is also out there just trying to spot the players if Casper can, and obviously wants to do all the sort of damage. But look at this, Extra Esports gets eliminated. This was a good game for them as well once again. But Hype, No seconds curse. Can they go for the first position? That's an important one. Black Snakes has been on the rampage right now. If we talk about the player, if anything, but 3 teams and single-digit players. Oh my God, 4 versus 3 versus 2 situation, and WMG is still surviving with 2 players on their hand. But the circle is going to be the main villain right now, and yes, it is.
Yeah, absolutely. But Team Black, they've gone bonkers over there. 11 kills already to this particular squad. And Team Hype, oh my goodness. Will the curse continue or finally stop? Will they get that chicken dinner they've been longing for so far? And, well, Team Hype, they are actually entering inside Cosmonaut with his Dasha. But I'm really scared if we get spotted out. This vehicle is going to blow up to smithereens. And Team Hype, well, they're still proning in. They're making all those white moves. But Team Black, they look absolutely well prepared. And now look at this circle shift again in their favor.
4 versus 3, or should I say 4 versus 2 is the situation as one grenade does the job, takes down 1 player, but Team Hype second curse still going strong with them as 1 player is down. The situation is bad for this team. They would not want to end up at this area, but they do as 1 more player goes down. Can 1 final player do a 1v4? That's going to be a different thing. Gurkha Whitey, the experience speaks for himself as he takes down 1, has a good cover, but will that be enough? No, it won't be, and once again the second curse still shines.
And it goes on, but finally Team Black managed to get themselves a chicken dinner and end this day on a very good note. And I think up in the overall standings they'll be on top. But yes, talking about Team Hype, did you really feel in the last fight when Gurkha did manage to take that 1 play down? What was it? He just momentarily stopped for a second. Was that the gun reloading, or it was just a glitch or something?
It was like he saw 2 players, so he was like, I can actually shoot this one, but then the second one was, so he was like, who should I shoot?
And then he just got shot himself.
Yeah, that was one thing, but Snakes out here, as you can see, 7 kills. Like, he is sneaking, he's a snake, he is snacks, he's everything just comes to his name. And then 848 damage, 23 minutes and 3 seconds survival time, 8.32 kilometers of distance covered. But those 7 kills, that's a remarkable number.
Yeah, absolutely. Team Black dropping off at Yesnaya, making such a long rotation in, playing all their cards right. I think it's a good, well-deserved chicken dinner for Team Black over here. And a lot of fights happened in those final phases when we had the 5th and 6th circle coming in. You know, almost 13 teams were really alive, and just in a matter of a few seconds, we were reduced down to 4. But now let's take a look at the top 5 players that are going to be joining Sneaks in the list of the leaderboards in this particular map.
Action is going to be the one. I mean, the teammates are out there and 13 kills with just 2 players. That's a good number. Hype Turtle, right? Once again, Hype Turtle just comes up with 4 kills for himself in the bank. And then it's going to be Mara, if we're talking about, and Enek as well. So I would say good names, good stuff. But top 2, I mean 7 and 6, 13 kills for themselves, and it's a very good number.
Yeah, absolutely, it's a very good number. But you know, talk about Team Battalion 5. They've had their good days today, and this was another one. I wouldn't say they have had their best of the performances, but something with which they can live with as long as you're in top 5, because like we mentioned, the reverse countdown has started, and Team A groups, you know, A and B are competing against each other. Tomorrow we'll have different groups playing against each other. But now let's take a look at the match summary and see how the numbers have fed out for all these players, and hoping for some increased grenades. And yes, that's a good one.
77 knocks. Did you see that? Oh my God, 77 knocks. Are you kidding me? 57 kills just coming up out here. 11 headshots, 2 airdrops, 2 grenade kills, 178 smokes and nades. I would say it's an artificial intelligence that's learning to use more smokes and nades.
No, you know, I think this was the circle that kind of forced the players to use that. You know, it's the survival of the fittest, and if they had to survive, they had to use the smokes. And well, I know the players don't really like to use much of them, but yes, they had to do what they had to. But if you talk about the knocks, yes, a lot of knocks were definitely visible out there, and that really comes into those initial fights where you get those knocks and the revives kept on coming, and in those final circles where all those knocks kept on happening simultaneously, but the revives were also back up. So this was a very intense last final game of Erangel, I must say.
This was a very good one in the way it actually just came up. I would love to see the standings where the teams are right now with this particular game. If you're talking about, because Hype I mean, the seconds curse is still there. But then just have a look at this. They have 8 kills, but Team Black double the number of kills. That creates a lot of difference.
Yes, 36 points. But, Team Hype, I think they've been another team that has really impressed me along with Extra Esports. These are the two highlighted teams that we can pick for the day. Because with the way they were before and with the way they have performed today, and I'm going to move up, that's really impressive. That massive jump is definitely going to help them out and kind of must have cemented this spot for the finals. But if we go down to the next page and see the rest of the teams, or if we talk about a few disappointments, well, there you have ZeusEsports, FromHeaven Esport, definitely being that one big name, just getting 3 points from this game.
For FromHeaven, I would say it was a wrong decision making that they had in the fast-paced environment when the fights was happening. And see, Godless went down, so it was just to one final player, and then moving around the house, just trying to spot 2 players. That did not go well. But then CenterLink, see, we thought their momentum started. We thought everything happened good for them in the previous game when we said they were just going for placement points and not the kill points. But now it kind of showcases that was not everything. Like they just fell down. Like, see, you should be going for a center line once your game goes good. There should not be a lower standard.
Yeah, you cannot afford to have a linear graph and you just have to keep on going up exponentially. But with that, let's take a look at the kill leaders and see if things have at all changed. Well, this time around, we have Action leading with 29 kills and quite some good damage to follow him up. And we still have Wally on the 2nd position, but Akshat still maintaining that 3rd spot for himself.
But have a look at the damage stats. 4942 to 5759, and then after that, Seoul 5228 exactly. That person we'll be seeing more of him tomorrow or something. But right now, 5,000 damage. If there's a player that has, I would say, held up to the mark, it's going to be Seoul and then Wall E 5759. The guy is doing amazing stuff. Like, we'll be reaching 6,000 in no time or something. Like, give him a chance to play one match, and that number 6,000.
Yeah, easy peasy for him, and we know that what that lad is capable of. But down the line, Onik has finally managed to step in, so Casper is basically out. But Sanchir, Killa, Kubne and Gurkha, they've been performing really well, but Kubne is damaged. 5,358.
Yeah, with just 19 kills. Imagine the guy was in the first chart and just doing 27 or something.
That would be around 4,000 damage. First one.
And he does a pretty good job. That just shows here. And I would love to see him hitting those 20 markers or maybe 25 kill marker and just getting there, getting that number of much more damage stats. And he might just top the damage stats if he gets the same number of kills or something.
Yeah, that could be. But right now, let's take a look at the leaderboards and see what this last game of Erangel has done to all these teams. And like we anticipated, Team Black takes that 1st position, tied up with ZeusEsports. But it's those kills that are going to be the differentiating factor. In fact, 58 and 80, that's a massive difference.
FromHeaven Esports and Team Hype, just have a look at one thing. 0-0 chicken dinners, and Team Hype, they had 3 chances today. Not one.
It's still fine.
Not 2. 3 chances.
Well, I can live with that. With the way Team Hype have been playing today, I think that's such a good moment for them. 3 games, they come in 2nd. Obviously, if they keep on continuing to do that, you are definitely gonna get that chicken dinner that you've been waiting for.
It comes to one thing. Whenever Team Hype surviving on 2nd position, they just find out one thing. It's just one final player surviving, right? Imagine if it was a team like in the last game, it was team surviving, but one good grenade did a lot of changes or something.
Yes, and they were outside the circle that did not really favor. So we can just say it was not the chicken dinner day, but it was an overall very good day for Team Hype. But looking down now, because those teams are all safe, let's just put them aside. Look at the teams over here. Most of them have played 12 games. A few have played just 8. But these are the ones that are in danger. And, well, if they do not really rise up in those next 4 games, because I can still, say things are pretty much done so for BlackTeamMongolia, NPJ, CenterLink Esports, and for UPS. Because with just 4 games remaining, it's really tough to make it into the card.
So we're talking about Group A, that's going to play their final 4 games tomorrow, right?
Yes.
So if we talk about the final 4 games tomorrow, think about the teams that are actually, in the mid card.
Yeah.
Because a team that's in that area plus a team that comes up from 17 to the mid card area, they have just 4 games to prove everything. After that, the day after tomorrow, their games freeze. They are at 16. There's nothing doing at that area.
Just pray.
Yeah, so if 10th position. You might just go to 16th, and 16th is not what you are fighting for. You're fighting for the top 15.
Yeah.
Be better with top 5 or something, because that's a safer spot right now with the points that are fairly close. I mean, first and second, they have the same number of points, if anything.
Absolutely, we've seen all these teams, going after each other, but yes, our eyes will be definitely on the ones that make it to the top 15. And like we've mentioned earlier also, you cannot just target for top 15. Try for those top 10, top 12. Then if you come down to 15, you can live with it, because those close games really are very, tough to anticipate. But with that, we are finally done with all our games today, and we will be heading home, and we will meet you tomorrow. So don't forget to stay tuned with us, and with that, we'll be taking a leave. Stay safe and happy fragging.